Northern Perspectives.
Northern Perspective Podcast.
On the Northern Perspective Podcast.
The Northern Perspective Podcast.
YouTube channel Northern Perspective. With the YouTube channel Northern Perspective.
A podcast called Northern Perspective.
The Northern Perspective Podcast.
The political YouTube channel Northern Perspective.
The Northern Perspective.
Northern Perspective was the podcast and YouTube channel.
Never heard of it before. Watched it.
And also, the Northern Perspective. That he gave about
Political YouTube channel Northern Perspective.
Northern Perspective. Speaking last week on the podcast Northern Perspective.
Because this, which I've never heard of this Northern Perspective or whatever it is, they don't even tell us who the people are. If you go on their website, I've never heard of it. Crazy right-wing YouTube channels.
Northern Perspectives podcast, a podcast few viewers of Power Play probably have heard of.
Hey, you never know. You never know. But I do take the point.
Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year, NP Nation, and welcome back to Northern Perspective. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tanya.
And it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Has it been 2 weeks?
Yes, it has, since we've done a live stream.
Since we've done a live stream, yeah.
And we missed you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, just watching the chat roll by. Love that everybody loved the intro. Many hours of work. Many hours of work, but
yeah, we've had that idea for a little while where we were just going to take like all the clips from from mainstream media saying Northern Perspective and do something with them. We just didn't know what until now. So
and I think that was actually Tanya's brainchild for doing it at the beginning, so that was great. So Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully everybody is having a good holiday season. Hopefully you all had a very Merry Christmas, and that you spent a lot of time, and you are spending a lot of time with friends and family. So I know a couple of you are at family gatherings now, so if we're included in that, we feel honored to be included in your family, and if not, then we will see you on the flip side, hopefully tomorrow. So, but before we get to anywhere, let's make sure we get those likes up, folks. YouTube has completely changed their interface, so it's not easy for me to see everything everywhere. There we go.
You found it?
So we're at around 1,300 viewers and 561 likes. Veterans of NP Nation, let's get those likes up, because that would mean a lot, and we want to make sure that people who may not be getting notifications for the stream are seeing this suggested, and they get the opportunity to come and take a look, as it were. But before we get anywhere else, let's get to house rules.
So the house rules are the same three as always. Number 1, please respect each other in the chat and the show. Number 2, no selling, soliciting, or spamming in the chat. And number 3, please do not use profanity. For moderators this evening, we have Randy and Cujo from Northern Perspective. And we also have Barnaby, who's going to be joining us in a little bit. He's not going to be collecting questions tonight. He's going to be collecting something special. So just stay tuned for that.
Now, just before we get anywhere, we are going to be focusing on just about everything that happened not everything that happened in 2025, but
a lot of it.
Reflecting on this year, in talking to many people, I'm sure you all share the sentiment, felt like 3 years rolled into one with everything that happened. And we're going to be looking forward to a optimistic 2026. And that's really what the theme of tonight's stream is going to be about. And you're going to hear from many people that maybe you've met, maybe you haven't. And they also will be bringing a very positive message for all of NP Nation. And we're going to be doing a montage. So, and I credit Randy from Northern Perspective, because he helped put this one together. So hats off to Randy. And I think it's going to be pretty neat looking through all these different moments and going through that. And Tanya mentioned that we're going to be asking you for something. So we're going to put that request out now because we're going to be getting to that later. So if you... actually, we should wait until Barnaby is here.
Yeah, just wait until he's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as we know Barnaby's here, let me know, and then we'll get into that.
Oh, I'll let you know.
But thank you so much for everybody for showing up and smashing that like button. It should be a fun evening. And then we'll get to some of the festivities. We have some goodies for folks, and by goodies, I mean we have some neat presentations. One of them is the people that are going to be talking to you. And we also have something that came together rather quickly, but it is something that has rapidly become near and dear to us because it celebrates the community, which is all of you. And that is also the theme of tonight, because this movement that has begun in Canada, it doesn't end. It is just getting started. So we are really looking forward to what 2026 has to offer, and we look forward to celebrating where we are at this point, thanks to all of you in NP Nation. So without getting too far down that, let's get to some of the pre-chat activity. And we have Mickey Tucker, welcome to NP supporter. Thank you very much. Alice Avonlea, member for 26 months. I'm getting stronger at my old age. I can now carry $100 worth of groceries with one hand. Respect your parents. They passed school without Google. Yes.
True story.
and everyone who won something on the radio did so without Google used to. So now they have to. It's funny. You listen to radio shows now, and they're bending over backwards trying to come up with these contests that they can have that avoid people getting answers on Google. And it's very interesting to see what happens. Like, we watch or listen to one, and it's 97.7 Hits FM, and it's out of St. Catharines here. And they have a lot of really good radio personalities on there. And one of the guys on there, his name is Joey Bricks. And so one of the things that he has done is he's created something called Joe Cordian. And what Joe Cordian is he takes a rock song and he plays it on the accordion, and you have to guess what song it is.
It's harder than it sounds.
It's way harder than it sounds. So
I got it right once, just sitting in the car listening, right?
But it's just one of these ideas that they put together, where it's you can't Google that. So very interesting. And let's keep it going. John Gauthier, member for 22 months. In the upcoming CPC leadership review, is it a vote to keep Pierre in? If so, can I vote being a CPC cardholder? And finally, how? So the CPC leadership review coming up, it is a vote to keep Pierre. The people that are able to vote are authorized delegates from each riding. So if you are already a delegate from your riding, then you get to vote. But just because you're a CPC cardholder doesn't mean you actually get to vote in this. That would be as if they were actually having a full-on leadership race, then you get to vote for anyone you want in here. But for a leadership review, it is delegates only. There's up to essentially 10 delegates per riding, 9, I would say, adults, and I think it's one youth.
Yeah.
So most of them, if not all of them, have already selected their delegates. Maybe some have not.
I know my uncles did it much later than ours did. I think it was like only 2 or 3 weeks ago.
So it's possible. There's 343 to do, and which means there could be 3,430 delegates that are going to the Conservative Convention. Who knows? But there may be ridings that are looking for delegates. You can always call around and see what the status is.
Yeah, I would suggest contacting your EDA president. If you're looking to become a delegate, they may have an empty spot in your riding, or they may know of an empty spot that you're able to fill. So contact the president of your EDA.
And it's any EDA. They don't have to have a Conservative MP. It's any EDA.
Yeah, it's all 343 of them.
Yep. Capitalist Spy, member for 4 months. Have a happy New Year, NP Nation. Hope you ate really well during the holidays, and
Too
you
well.
as well, and you as well.
Too well.
So,
Vincent ate very well. Yeah.
Vincent's still eating very well. So
he's growing.
So, and Monica Mills for $14. Thank you very much. Thank you again for all you do, and a happy new year to you and all of us here in Canada. It can only get better. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it will get better as long as we keep working. And Rob says for $5 at a family thing, so I'll have to watch the VOD. Happy New Year, Northern Perspective, and all the Northern Perspective community. Absolutely. And Joseph Van Luke, member for 5 months. Good to see you. Sure hope Pierre Polyev or Harper make a surprise appearance tonight. Also would love for you guys to play the Aaron Gunn announcement video as well. I would be surprised if Pierre Polyev and Steve Harper just walked into our house.
Especially since the alarm's on.
Yeah. We did try and get something from Pierre, but unfortunately he was going to shut down for the new year, and who are we to complain about that? The guy has been going non-stop all this year.
Well, and he needs to spend time with his family, right?
Absolutely. He's been without his kids this whole time. So I will, just as people are willing to give us some time off, I'm willing to give Pierre some time off. So so no worries. And in terms of the Aaron Gunn announcement, we won't be playing that, but I know it was a positive announcement. And for those that don't know, there was rumors about Aaron Gunn considering running for the leadership of the BC Conservative Party. From what we interpreted from the announcement is that he wasn't actively considering it, in so much that a lot of people were asking him to. But I think he realized that right now the federal Conservatives need all the help that they can get, and who are we to turn a man away as strong as Aaron Gunn, and who is as good a communicator as Aaron Gunn is. Phenomenal filmmaker, amazing storyteller, and we are only too happy that he's still with the federal Conservatives. So thank you for that. Anubis Hades, member for 6 months. Hope you got the email with the immigrant beaver. I had fun getting the lore. Hope you got to watch it and laugh a bit during the holidays. Happy New Year's to all. We are going to catch up on emails at some point, but we've been trying to
just focus on Vincent right now. Yeah. Take a little bit of time off and focus on Vincent.
I got really sick, actually, literally the day, I think it was the Friday before the weekend, before Christmas week, I guess. And I only really started feeling better, I think, yesterday or the day before. So haven't really managed to do much, but at least I should be able to enjoy the second half. And the Immigrant Beaver for $5. Did you watch it? Did you? Wait, I said that super already. Well, here's a super chat again. Keep up the good work, everybody. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Rusty Shackelford. Nice to see you, Rusty, for $2. Merry Christmas, guys. Hope Santa spoiled Vincent.
Definitely.
Vincent was happy.
And I think YouTube skipped one. This is from Canuck Caucus. It says, 2026 is the year it has to be. Canada was cooked under Trudeau and has become even worse under Carney, if that can be believed. They will try to silence us, but keep the voices loud and proud. We got this. Happy 2026 all.
You got it. I love it.
Thank you.
I absolutely love it. That's exactly the theme of tonight. So I'm glad you sent that. Thank you very much. And Carol Riome for $5. Somebody we're going to see later. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Ryan and Tanya and NP Nation. Got my tea and my NP shirt on. So ready for this. All right. Love it.
I think you checked off the one above that, but forgot to read it.
And Peter Whitten for $5. We have so much to be hopeful for in 2026. Let's bring it home. Amen to that. Amen to that. And Gordon Meir dropping 20 Northern Perspective memberships. Thank you very much for that, Gordon. And we also have Leanne Potter dropping 5 memberships. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. And we're still about 700 likes behind, folks. So keep on getting those up. Thank you very much. Métis Viking for $2. Should we thank MSM for using tax dollars to advertise MP? I'm not going to complain about it.
I mean, what's the saying? There's no such thing as bad publicity. Right?
Even being called a crazy right-wing YouTube channel, which we have an update on that, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So
you may remember that we had emailed the CBC Ombudsman to complain about the fact that Robert Fife called us a crazy right-wing YouTube channel. And I imagine several of you did as well. And their response was quite lackluster, But as I was putting together the intro for today's stream, I was going to find the original clip to just grab that portion of it.
and I couldn't find it. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So I went back to our original video where we looked at it, and it turns out the link wasn't a YouTube link. It was a link to the video that was hosted on CBC's website. So I said, all right, fine. Copy, paste. 404, video not found. So I then said, wait a minute. And then I went back to our original video that we did and went searching, because we have a way to search transcripts. And it's no longer on YouTube. It's no longer on the CBC website, which means probably as a result of our original letter and all of you writing the CBC Ombudsman, it looks like they took it down.
Right. They didn't feel the need to apologize, but the video got removed. So
I guess that's a win for NP Nation. But
I'll take it.
If if we always need to refer to it, we have it in our video that we did on it. So we'll just say that's a win for all of you and all of us. Anyway, that was pretty interesting to find out. And we'll get to a couple more. Looks like that's back. Yep.
YouTube, it hides some of the super chats sometimes, and then it'll make them.
And then it says surprise. So.
But that's why we have the backup system.
Emily Cruteau for $5. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you as well. And Miriam Rachel for $14. Thank you very much. So nice seeing you, Ryan and Tanya, a few weeks ago, and looking forward to Calgary. The petition E6994 is now over 1,300 signatures thanks to this great community. Amazing. Do we want to mention that again?
Sorry, which one? It
E6994.
It was Miriam's. Yes. And actually, we got to meet Miriam in person.
That's what she was saying.
Was it last week? Last week,
either week before, yeah.
Yeah, so we were invited to a synagogue for a Hanukkah celebration, and unfortunately we couldn't stay very long because Vincent was very upset. He didn't like the sounds and all the people. I guess it was just too much for him, but we did get to meet a few members from NP Nation, including Miriam, which was awesome. And if you do want to sign Miriam's petition, it is in the description under a petition to repeal Bill C11 and C18. So it's the second link that is in the description.
That helps protect all independent media. So very, very worthwhile petition. Thank you very much, Miriam, for starting that. And Jankor64, hi all, much love. Member for 12 months. Thank you very much. Very, very much. And I think this is Rob K. Member for 24 months. Was great to see Sergeant at Arms, Page, and Governor General on the desk for the Cadre Day picture yesterday. Here's to 2026 NP Nation.
Yeah, it was rare that I was able to get all three of them in the same picture.
And Wesley Snipes, member for 20 months. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everyone. You as well. You as well. And Pam Lambert, member for 23 months, almost at that 2-year mark. Thank you, Ryan and Tanya, for a great year. I hope we all have a great new year. We must continue the fight. The intro was great. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Schwangster for $14. 2026 will be the year of true Canadians getting it because of you, NP. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure. And thank you to Will Kowalczyk for gifting 20 Northern Perspective memberships.
Great to see you, Will.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, great. And
how dare you?
Making an appearance for $5. Thank you very much. Ryan and Tanya, mods and chat. May 2026 bring joy, happiness, and many blessings. Barnaby in yet?
Not yet.
Okay. And
I think he might have messaged you, though.
Maybe. We'll see.
Let's look.
You may hear my phone just because I'm making sure that I don't miss anything. And RC Lammer, good to see you. For $2, Canada is becoming a constitutional republic. I guess we'll see what happens. And Trish Pruill for $7. I'm still waiting for terms and conditions before 2026 starts. LOL. Happy New Year, Ryan, Tanya, and NP Nation. Great to see you. Thank you very much.
And Barnaby is here now. I did see him hop on the Discord, so you can start talking about what we want everybody to send Barnaby instead of questions tonight.
So as soon as he enters the chat, if he hasn't already, instead of questions, what we want people to send Barnaby is your favorite Northern Perspective moment from 2025. And we will be happy to read those out And it could be meeting us in person. It could be a video. It could be a live stream. Could be just a Catterday post. It could be a trivia question that we put up. Who knows? But feel free to tag Barnaby and send those over to him and keep him busy. And for $5, thank you very much to SK. Merry Christmas, ye filthy animals. I'm so glad I discovered you two. I want to share with you that my 2026 word is bravery, and you two inspired it. Oh,
thank
I
you.
love it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely love it. Okay, folks. So, one of the things that I was able to do before I got sick was, well, I guess because Tanya was there for some of these. We were traveling around and messaging people and asking people and seeing who we could get. And one of the things that we said at the beginning of this stream is that 2026 is meant to be optimistic, and it is going to be a hopeful year. So we talked to some people who know very well who NP Nation is. And we asked them if they would be willing to pass on some words of encouragement and well wishes to the community. And we were so fortunate that that we were actually able to reach many of these people. And without me dragging this on any more than it needs to be, ladies and gentlemen, here is some special messages from some very special people.
Was raised in an amazing place where conservative values are not just something that you talk about, they're truly lived out every day. We ultimately knew that it was the right thing to do for us, for our province, and for our country.
Let's take a look.
Happy New Year, NP Nation. I have great optimism for 2026. We don't have to have fastest growing food inflation in Canada and the G7. We don't have to have the job losses that are happening in our economy, because Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives are here to bring the change. And I really believe there's going to be an election in 2026. And we're going to have a new government and new leadership that's actually going to build pipelines and grow our economy and reduce taxes and make life affordable again. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for watching and supporting Northern Perspective.
To your viewers, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to each and every one of you. And please keep watching Ryan's show. It is one of the best shows. I subscribe to it. I watch it. And he is totally entertaining, as is his lovely wife, Kanya. What's the past name?
Pixel, Pazuzu, and Proxy.
They too are great stars as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this. Of course, thank you.
Hey folks, I'm just wishing the NP Nation a very, very happy new year and big things to come in 2026. So stay tuned and thank you for all your support.
Hi, Kelly McCauley, Chair of the Mighty Ogo. Hope you had an incredible Christmas. I want to wish you and your family and everyone in NP Nation a wonderful, happy, and prosperous 2026. Happy New Year.
To Northern Perspective viewers, as we head into 2026, remember this. Canada is built by resilient people who don't quit when things get hard. Progress doesn't always come from headlines. It comes from families, workers, and communities showing up every single day. Keep asking questions. Keep standing for truth. Better days are built, not handed to us. All the best in 2026.
Happy New Year, NP Nation. It's Arpan Khanna, Conservative Member of Parliament from Oxford. As we step into a new year, we pause to reflect on where we've been, the challenges we faced, the lessons we've learned, and the strength that carried us through. We move forward with hope, believing that better days are ahead. A time to lift one another up, to help those in need, and to stand firm in what grounds us: faith, family, and freedom. Together with optimism and purpose, we march forward. Have a happy new year.
Hey NP Nation, Andrew Lawton here. Just wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks so much for supporting independent media. Here's hoping 2026 will bring a conservative government once and for all.
Merry Christmas to all of the viewers of Northern Perspective. I want to thank you for the thoughtful discussions that we've had about Canadian politics in the last year, and to look forward to the discussions that we're all going to have together in this coming year. Just remember, we live in the greatest country in the world. Canada is worth fighting for. God bless Canada, and God bless all of you.
Hello, this is Kelly DeRitter from Kitchener Centre. In 2026, we move forward with optimism, determination, and a shared belief that this country can once again work for the people who call it home. That belief is echoed in the voices of all of you in NP Nation. You know we can build something better when we move with purpose. Here's to an amazing year ahead. Cheers to you all. Let's make it unforgettable. Happy New Year.
Hello everyone. I want to wish you a very happy new year. May 2026 bring you good health, happiness, and a renewed sense of hope for what's ahead. All the best to you and your families in the year to come.
Hi, I'm Kathy Borelli, Member of Parliament for Windsor-Tecumseh Lakeshore, and I'm wishing NP Nation a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy new year.
Hello NP Nation, it's MP Larry Brock wishing you all a very, very happy new year. Wishing you the best in 2026. Thank you.
What's up, NP Nation? It's Melissa Lanceman, Member of Parliament for Thornhill and Deputy Leader of Canada's Conservatives. And I just want to first of all thank you for your support and wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, or however you celebrate with the ones you love, take a break, and come back and fight for a better Canada with us in 2026. Better days are ahead, I promise you that.
I was just having fun reading chat.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do during these segments, is we watch the chat and see what everybody says.
So it was really, really neat to reconnect with everybody here. So everybody that you've seen, we've either gotten to meet in person, gotten some advice from, or we've actually attended their EDA events at their well, in their ridings,
or some have been on the show for interviews.
Yeah.
So we reached out to everybody and said, hey, would you like to, say a few words to our audience and get everybody pumped for 2026?
And not everybody was able to, because everybody's busy during this time, but we appreciate that people want to spend time with their families. They've been working really, really hard. So everybody that was not able to, thank you so much for corresponding with us and for doing what you do. Please continue to carry on that fight. And some were sick, some had surgery. So it was a privilege to get everybody that we did manage to get. I think we only gave maybe a couple of weeks notice, so that was,
I think it was a couple of days.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that.
Some we drove around, like Melissa, we drove to her office, which was awesome, and that's when we got invited to the Hanukkah celebration. Larry, we drove to his office as well.
But we also participate in a lot of these EDA events because it's what gets people engaged and gets people out. We were fortunate to be invited down to the Windsor EDA Christmas party, and we were only too happy to go because we consider it a privilege to be invited to any of these events. So we try to make it out whenever we can. And speaking of EDA events, we're hoping to get out there even more in 2026, especially around the GTA, because that's where we need all of those votes. So for folks that are not involved in your EDAs, reach out to them. They have events. They're actually fun, and you can get out there, meet other folks that actually are part of NP Nation, and spread the word. Spread the word that the blue wave is coming. So just saw Jankor. You're not crying, I am. But it was great that we were able to get some of the I will just say some of the familiar faces at committee on there, and we thank them so much for putting that message out to NP Nation. Because again, this is all about you guys. Without NP Nation, there is no Northern Perspective. So we're going to be thanking you guys all night because you absolutely deserve it. And just a shout out to our moderators, I think is a good...
Yeah, absolutely. To all of our moderators. This evening we have Cujo, Randy, and Barnaby with us, but we also have William, Dawn, and Jester who are on our moderation team. We honestly could not run live streams without them. They're fantastic people. We have great fun behind the scenes, and they're just wonderful people who are interested in the conservative movement, but also in restoring Canada to the way that it used to be. And
special shout out to Barnaby. He was the MC at our wedding. He's been a real life friend for, holy jeez, Barnaby, 25 years at this point. And can't say enough good things about him. He's been with us since the very beginning. And he's the OG. He's the OG virtual bartender, the OG moderator when our live streams had 100 people on them, and couldn't be in this position without Barnaby. So special shout out to Barnaby. Thank you. So, okay, let's get through a few more of the supers, and then I just want to check my show rundown. Right. Okay. All right. Here we go. And I'm sure YouTube has screwed it up again, but we'll see what happens.
I'll keep you honest. Don't worry.
Mary Lou Cleveland for $14. Thank you very much for that, Mary Lou. And John Soper, member for 13 months. Happy New Year. Will Kalchuk for $5. Having power issues, so I may be in and out, but thank you all, NP Nation. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Will. And I want to make sure I get this right. So welcome to NP supporter Vanis Islander. Thank you. Or Van Islander. There we go.
There it is.
And Legion 14 for $2. Merry Christmas to all and Happy New Year. And Sean, Lefty Legend. The man, the myth, the legend. Member for 25 months. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my NP Nation brothers and sisters. Anyway, tonight at work in Winnipeg, Ryan and Tanya, check your email for pics of what I'm up to. Oh, can't wait. Sean works on sets, so this is going to be interesting. To everyone will know and don't want to advertise. Okay, I'm glad I didn't say what. And we have Van Shank Guitars, member for 12 months. Hi, everybody. It's been a roller coaster of a year. Yes, it absolutely has. And Devil's Dog, member for 11 months. Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Keep up the great work. Awesome.
Thank you.
And for $5, the Immigrant Beaver. Pleb got a surprise phone call from someone. You guys may get one as well. He knows your schedule for live is Sunday, so keep those fingers crossed. I guess we will see. And Jessica Van Luke for $7. What is the safe zone for the Conservatives when we know that there are not another floor crosser? I'd say the first week of February. I would say anytime after the leadership review. So it's going to be probably a little bit stressful for the Conservatives up until then. But I'm hopeful because the polls are shifting. And not only did the Ipsos poll, despite the Liberals being ahead, show a Conservative minority win, not only did the Main Street poll, that I believe was tied, show a Conservative majority win, but a Nanos poll, Nanos of all polls, came out and it showed a Conservative win. So I'm hoping that all of these Conservative MPs, or maybe the one or two that could possibly be thinking about crossing the floor, are paying attention. And they're paying attention to the fact that Canadians are waking up and that maybe they should start watching Northern Perspective, because, not Canadians, but the MPs, because we've been saying that this would happen and it's starting to happen. And we said that the polls would start to shift by the end of the fall session. Look what's happening. And then, after the NDP leadership race, support may move enough so that we go to an election. So you may want to think twice, because you could be in a Conservative majority government without being labeled a traitor for the rest of your life. Just saying. You may want to look at the silver lining of staying. Just saying. So, there you go.
Before you continue, YouTube's not showing this one on your screen. It's a $500 super chat from Brian Campbell.
crap.
Thank you very much, Brian. It says, Happy New Year's for 2026, Ryan and Tanya and family, plus the 3 fur babies. Did you catch the 2 Christmas messages from Carney and Polyev? One gave hope and blessings, and the other gave doom and gloom.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Carney's, but I think you did.
And one said Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
and one did not. So, Mr. Carney.
How dare you?
Yeah. So, it's not interesting. It's not interesting how it happens. But, Brian, thank you so much for that extremely generous donation. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough.
And we also have Milady Loves Cats with a $200 super chat. It says,
How does YouTube not show these? Like, YouTube sucks.
I know YouTube sucks. That's why we have the backup system. But it says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. It's been a quiet break for me this year and was missing you guys. So I went back to watch some of the Arrive Can stuff. Still awesome, even after all this time. Love and light for 2026.
Thank you so much. And
Thank
it was
you.
wonderful meeting Milady Loves Cats in person at one of our events. So thank you.
And I noticed that since we haven't been putting out any videos, some folks are going back and watching some of the older stuff, because we'll see like the comments and it'll be on like a video that's 6 months old, for example.
And we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that.
It's awesome.
And thank you so much. Again, one of my missions, I have to get a positive meme, because the only one I really have is this.
You guys are going to love this one.
So, and it was great getting Kelly to record a message. That was awesome. That was a neat surprise, I think, for everybody. Doo-doo member for 28 months. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and Happy New Year. Home Alone reference. I know it's Home Alone. I know Monty Python is. Or maybe that's for everybody else, right? Because of course I would know. Let's make 2026 the year of the people. Amen to that. Absolutely. And Jackie Wright, welcome to NP supporter. Thank you. Mumblin May, good to see you. Member for 21 months. So happy to be part of such an amazing, crazy right-wing YouTube channel, right? Sane, critically thinking Canadians. Happy New Year. Yeah, that.
Look inside yourself, Rosemary.
Okay. And SLB Country Girl, member for 10 months. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Let's hope 2026 is the change this country needs. Absolutely. And Mr. Roscoe Pico, member for 25 months. Thanks for another year. Thanks for sticking with us for another year. And Bunny LMP, or is that Bunny Lump? I don't know. Dropping 5 memberships. Thank you very much for that. Jessica Van Luke for $2.79. What are the chances of an election in 2026?
It depends.
Extremely high if nobody else crosses the floor.
Yeah.
Like extremely high. Either Carney or he gets voted down. Like, I would say I would say it's extremely high. I don't know what the percentage is.
Yeah, I don't want to put a number to it, but I would say that it's very good that if there is not another floor crosser from any party, that we will get an election in 2026. But again, we don't predict the future. This is just kind of what we've been hearing, what we've been feeling, what we've been seeing.
Yeah. If it's status quo, and who knows what happens with this court challenge, right? With the block, who knows? So they could be back down to 170 seats soon. We'll see. But if it's status quo, I think it's very high. So, and that's what we're hearing. Catherine English, thank you very much, dropping 20 Northern Perspective memberships. Thank you. And Legion 14 for $5. I hope Carney gets some financial damage.
Emotional damage.
And Christina for $2. How long did it take you to create the new intro? So I started at 12 and I finished at 6. So, and For me, I have great difficulty creating something like out of nothing. That's very hard for me, so it takes me a long time to do it, especially when there's music involved. So I have to like piece things together. I was actually piecing it together from I think from in reverse, because I knew where I wanted to go.
You didn't know how to get there.
I didn't know how to get there. So I did it all backwards, but it wasn't just that actually, because I was working on the MP thing today too. So it was both of those. Both those together took about 6 hours, which is why I'm grateful for Randy for Northern Perspective for doing the montage, because it wouldn't have gotten done otherwise. Norm Kelly for $20. Thank you. All the very best to you and yours. I am visioning NP and 300,000 subscribers.
Thank you. That would be awesome.
Oh, we're 79,500 away. So we're on our way. Spark Spice for $5. Hope these 6 of you were spoiled for Christmas. I spoiled myself with a Switch. Good for you.
Switch 2.
Good for
Nice.
Switch 2. Good for you.
Nice.
My dog got a farting unicorn. You two look refreshed. I love NP Nation. Thank you very much. Hopefully,
Thank you.
And if I'm this refreshed 2 days after a cold, I can't wait for another week when I'm back in the game.
Vincent got to pick the Christmas present for the cats, and it's like this giant shrimp. It's got to be like this big, and it's just a shrimp filled with catnip. That's it. But he really liked it, and the cats absolutely love it. So that's perfect.
Mr. Grimstone, member for 16 months. Thank you. Here's hoping the new year we all get what we want. The lib's gone.
Here's
Absolutely.
hoping.
And Jane Moscow, member for 13 months. Do you have any thoughts or concerns about the Alberta Prosperity Project? I don't. What's unfortunate is that the Liberals have angered so many people. That, I think, is the most unfortunate part about this, and it's the tragedy of it. And for anybody that is out west and thinks that everybody out east looks down on you or hates you or whatever you want to think about that, it's absolutely not true. And, you know, I can speak for Tanya and I can speak for many of the people that we know in Ontario and a lot of folks that we know even out east. We don't hate anybody in Canada except people that are in the Liberal government. And we consider everybody our brothers and sisters in Canada. And, you know, we experienced that firsthand when I went out there and I was kidnapped for a day by a couple of amazing Albertans, Tara and JR, absolutely phenomenal people. And we would do the same for them, which sounds a little weird that we would kidnap them if they came here. But, you know, they know what I mean.
It's not kidnapping if you have consent.
Right. But, you know, we understand, you know, the anger, but we will continue to believe that we are a stronger country together, and we just need the right government to make it all happen.
Right, and we're going to keep fighting until we get that government, because it's the current government that's causing the problems. There are people across the country that are fighting against that want not just Alberta, but all provinces to be prosperous. And we want the federal government to get out of the way. And
the classic tactic of the far left is if you make people fighting with each other, then it's harder for them to fight against you. So, Irish Miss, member for 25 months. Here I am feeling all emo, crying for these heartfelt messages. Happy 2026 MP fan. Well, then you're in trouble, because there's more coming.
Get your tissues.
Not more messages like that, but there's more content coming. And Jan Kerr, that's what I read before. You're not crying, I am. And then Peter Witten for $5. Thanks to Barnaby for hooking me up with Khalid. My life is hell now. I don't know if that's congratulations or I'm sorry. One or
Why
the other.
not both?
Yeah. Barnaby.
How dare you?
Autistic Adventure for $2. 338 Canada shows cons block and NDP gaining steam.
Excellent.
Yes, it does.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Yes, it does. And Catherine English for $50. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's to all of the NP Nation. Cheers to New Year's. Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Have to keep this PG. And Philip Edmondson, member for 24 months. Happy New Year, one and all. Can't wait for the coming year politically. 100%.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
That's why we're taking a couple of weeks off to recharge and get at her. I can't wait right now, so I can't wait after another week. And Paula Park, great to see you. Remember, for 18 months. Merry Christmas, all. Here's hoping for a fantastic 2026. Absolutely. And Gothic Blonde, remember, for 19 months. 2026 will be the year of change. Hope is all we have. Well, we have our hands and we have our feet.
And we have each other.
And we have each other. So let's make it happen. And the Four Stooges dropping 50 Northern Perspective memberships. Holy moly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. NP Nation thanks you very much too. Awesome. And Adam Bath for a $70 super chat. Happy New Year, NP Nation. Love this community. So do we. We absolutely love this community. It's like the best of Canada all in one spot. And Mike T-Dub, member for 3 months, wishing everybody a prosperous and free 2026, especially those in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Cheers. Thank you very much. Absolutely. All right, folks. I don't know if I'm going to kick this off too early, but I don't care. It's my show. So, we put something together, and it is something that it came together quick. The video for it came together much slower, but we wanted to put something together that really epitomizes this community, captures the spirit of it with the energy of Northern Perspective, and really signifies how we are looking, and thankfully enough, now that we're in the show, as a community as a whole, how we are looking at 2026 as it comes. And we had asked all of you to send in any pictures that you're willing to of meeting us in person, and we got a lot.
Yeah, we probably had close to 3 dozen, which was awesome.
So what we did is we took those and we put this other idea together, and I think this really came into something special. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, NP Nation, this is where we rise.
Our fathers fought so our voices could be free, that thought and conscience would not bow to decree those rights and only if we choose to take a stand without compromising truth. This land is more than headlines, more than noise and rage. We cut through all the chaos line by line, page by page. NP Nation, raise your voice tonight. Every province, every distant sky, we stand for something. We don't step aside. Truth in our hands, hope in our eyes. NP Nation, this is where we rise. No corner of this country stands alone. What we ignore still shapes the road back home. Power grows when people step aside. We move forward, NP nationwide. From the coastlines to the prairies, mountain shadow, harbor rain, we carry all these stories, turn the fear into a flame. NP Nation, raise your voice tonight. Every province, every distant sky, our side when we resist despair and the power that divides. So we step forward, no more standing by. NP Nation. This is where we rise. This is where we rise.
So, I was even cheering up on that one. And although, yes, it was AI generated, it was actually a lot of work to get it right. Now, I do have a background in music as well. So I knew what I wanted. AI sucks to deal with when you're trying to get what you want out of music. So I would actually argue I spent a lot more time on the actual song than on the video itself. So whatever. and ended up writing most of the words too. So there you go. But it was I really like it. I really like it. I listened to it over and over again.
Even Vincent was dancing to it because you were kind of like rejigging things, and you could hear the music throughout the house while Ryan was working on the video, and Vincent was getting excited too.
So we'll be throwing that out just on social media. That's not going to be anything members only or anything like that.
Yeah, we're just going to put it up, and we'll put it up as like its own music video.
And maybe that'll make an appearance now and then. But it won't be replacing our
regular
anthem.
Yeah.
But it's I as I said, I think it really encapsulates the energy of Northern Perspective, as well as everything that makes the values of this channel tick. You know, respecting our forefathers, our armed forces, where we came from,
where we're going.
And absolutely where we're going. And the fact that no matter how many people online tell us Canada's over, it's done, it's lost, you are welcome to that opinion. But unfortunately, your opinion's wrong. So, and that's what NP Nation is about. It's about taking a stand. It's about saying, not on my watch. And as long as Canada is around, I'm going to continue to fight for it. So it is what it is. So thank you to everybody who sent in those pictures. I hope you loved seeing your face up there. You are now immortalized on YouTube, and can't wait to until next year when we get to do this all over again. So when you see us at an event, don't be shy. Come and take a picture. I know a lot of people are kind of hesitant about that, but just make sure you ask. But I don't think we've ever said no. So unless Vincent is like causing
really
us a
having
headache,
a bad time,
we will absolutely make time for absolutely everybody. So thank you.
Yeah, if he's trying to run out the door, I gotta chase him. So
so that's for you, NP Nation. That's all for you. Okay, let's go through a few more. I'm just checking time here, and I think
you were starting with Breakpoint Communities.
Yep, for Breakpoint Communities for $28. Thank you very, very much. When the PC party replaced Jenny Byrne with Steve Outhouse, that was the pivotal moment for the Conservatives. I think so. They replaced her with somebody who had lost, so knows what it's like to lose, and I think that's really, really important.
Yeah, because I think you learn more from losing sometimes than you do from winning.
Even the Blue Jays, when they won those back-to-back World Series, they didn't just go, ta-da! They lost a bunch of times in the championships leading up to those, and then they finally understood the composition that it was needed to get it right, and then they ended up winning back-to-back. And then the strike happened, and let's not even talk about that. But then he's won elections as well, which is really, really important. So I think they have a good shot with Steve Outhouse, but we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. And RC Lammer for $20. I take this time to thank you both for your commitment to Canada, and your followers would like to wish you all a happy new year and bless you. I pray that the Lord Jesus bring you all the desires of your hearts. Amen. Amen. Well, thank you very much for that. And our main desire right now,
conservative government,
and get Canada back on track.
Yeah.
So, and I want to make sure I get this right. So this is Jim H. Thank you, member for 14 months. NP has gotten me involved in politics, even helped in last election for my MP in Calgary. Happy New Year, Ryan and Tanya, and the rest of NP Nation. That's what we love to hear. That literally makes our day. Thank you very much. And good on you for getting involved. As Tanya says, politics is not a spectator sport.
No, it is not.
Solly Canuck for $20. Wow, I got my Northern Perspective t-shirt for Christmas, wearing it with pride. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
We got a couple of people that I think we've talked to, and they said that they got their shirt from their spouse for Christmas, which is amazing. So
actually, that reminds me, we are only having the limited edition, or not limited edition, limited run, I suppose, the 200K t-shirts. They're going to be going away January 1st. So if you did want one of those, these are not the ones that we passed out for the 10 people who won them. These were completely different ones that we put up for sale just because we thought they were cool. Yeah, I'm not wearing mine today, but those are only going to be up until the end of the year. So on January 1st, you won't be able to buy them.
They will be gone.
Yeah, if you are looking to order one of those, make sure you do it soon.
The Immigrant Beaver for $5. Did you see Carney tell Rosemary that he was unsure if he would be in an interview at this point next year on his live interview? I've seen pieces of that interview. But I hadn't seen that, so I was actually going to cover it, but I think everybody has covered it to death, so I won't bother. But I know there were some interesting exchanges there, so I'm still going to watch it. Piper Mac 55, welcome back to NP Supporter, and Katie Mart, welcome to NP Supporter. Thank you very much.
And you missed the $25 super sticker from I Am. It's a pear character dancing under a rain of confetti and taking off his hat to say you're amazing.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, Pazuzu just entered the house, so we'll
the
see.
room. He's been in the house the whole time. He's a house cat.
This is the NP House of Commons, so... the Islington girl for $2. Ryan admitted he's been hanging out with Randy. Randy?
Randy? Have you been hanging out with Randy?
I guess so. and then I guess I need this.
How dare you?
And there he is. And Libby T for $20. Missed not having live stream last week. Happy New Year and all the best in 2026. Which reminds us, we will be having a live stream next Sunday as well. So not to worry about that. We probably won't be doing any videos this week unless something big happens, just to get that last week of rest in. But we will be back to full steam come the next Monday. So,
which is the 5th, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And also thank you to Piper Mac 55 and KT Mart 6969 for joining NP Supporter.
And Lazarus for $10. I do not understand floor crossers in this day and age when it's easy to find out where people live, not a threat. But with the way Canada is really sliding into some dark times, and I understand what you mean there. Like it's not a threat. It's just, are these people not thinking about this day and age when, if the crazies want to look you up and find you? So I understand your point there, but I also don't understand in the information age, you will be known everywhere as an untrustworthy person.
Read the second, the part 2.
So part 2
Yeah.
for $10. Oh, there you go. People out of work, cost of living, what it is, plus crime. Would you really want to be the MP that is responsible for it getting even worse with a Liberal majority?
Yeah. Well, and that's why I'm almost wondering if there is going to be a floor crosser, because whoever it is going to take the brunt of the upset by Canadians, because they will be the person that caused the Liberals to have a majority.
And this is escalated, right?
Yeah.
You saw Christian Trump. People weren't happy about Christian Trump.
Yeah.
Then you saw Michael Ma.
Yeah.
And there's been many protests at Michael Ma's constituency office, and I would not be surprised if those continued. And it has been very, very much a worse reaction for the micro-mile crossing than it was for Chris D'Entremont. So to Tanya's point,
Like
and
that next
to Lazarus'
person
point,
might not want to be the next person. You know what I mean? And I'm absolutely not advocating for violence or anything like that.
no, but their reputation is going to be like you're going to be infamous in the worst possible way.
They'll be covered in letters because Canadians, even Canadians from outside their riding, will just be writing them letters upon letters about, you know, how this was an awful thing to do, et cetera, et cetera.
And there were good faith voters who voted Liberal that are not happy about this.
No.
Because they also are saying, well, wait a minute, we didn't vote for this either. We voted for a Liberal minority.
Right.
And that's not what's happening. So there's a lot of people that are not happy about what's happening. So it's a very good point.
And thank you to Whiffers SS with a $100 super chat.
Holy moly.
It says, if you don't see mine, perhaps YouTube doesn't like generosity, LOL. Anyways, Happy New Year and keep the good content coming.
I did not see yours.
I did.
So there you go. Thank you so much.
Pazuzu did.
Pazuzu doesn't care.
I don't know if you guys could hear him purring. I hope it's not too distracting.
I did adjust Tanya's mic, so hopefully there's no issues with that now. Just Go With It member for 20 months. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, and a Happy New Year to you too. And In His Grace member for 15 months. What a year. We have seen the darkness exposed by the light of good morals and values. God bless Tanya Ryan and Northern Perspective. Thank you very much. Just checking to see who this is from. Okay. And the Immigrant Beaver for $2. Thank you very much. By the way, USA, I believe, backed a $500 billion loan to Alberta.
Interesting. I didn't hear
about that.
Yeah, but honestly, we haven't been watching politics that much this week either.
Trying to take a break. Trying. The Right Read Dog Grooming. Oh, the Right Read Dog Grooming. Member for 19 months. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, Ryan, Tanya, Vincent, and the three Permigos. From myself, my fiance, and our empty-headed pit bull, Nova. Thanks for everything you do. Oh, so you have a pet who's empty-headed as well.
Like I said, he's more orange than brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Haroon for $5. Hi, Mom! Hello, Chris Haroon's mom. There you go.
You guys are going to love this one.
Comic Book Guy, member for 16 months. Hope we get a Conservative win before the Winds of Winter drops.
When's that dropping?
Honestly, we're probably going to see the Leafs win the Stanley Cup before the Winds of Winter drops. So,
what is that?
That's the next book in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. Marilyn Northrup, member for 23 months. I am a Maritimer, and I want to see a balanced representation all across Canada, and transfers harder to get and requiring some payback. Western respect. Thank you.
There you go.
And Rusty Shackelford for $5. My best gift for 2026 would be seeing the McGuinty dynasty fall in Ottawa South and Libs fall nationally. Keep your spirits high, NP Nation. Well said. And Marsh B, member for 8 months. Okay. Cheers, NP Nation, and to a prosperous and happy 2026, and to a blue wave. Let's go. Absolutely. See if he sits down.
Yeah, that's kind of why I put him over there, because he was playing with my keyboard. He saw that if he pushed buttons on here, then it would type, and then it's getting in my way.
Well, of course he didn't sit in the right spot.
Of course not.
Because he's not.
Thank you to Ken Bowers with a $20 super chat. It says, I've been a member for 11 months, and I just want to wish both of you and all of NP family a prosperous and happy new year. Thank you very much, Ken. Happy New Year.
Don B, member for 21 months. I look forward to 2026 with a better knowledge and understanding of how our government works. Eyes wide open. Thank you, Northern Perspective. And thank you for saying that on literally every single video we drop. And you always get a ton of likes on that. Love seeing it. And Hell Knight JP, member for 4 months. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks for all you do. I rocked my NP merch everywhere for the holidays and got a lot of people interested in NP. There you go. Like, what's that cool merch? Well, let me tell you. Come with me. Let's take a look. That's all you got to say. Thank you very much. And you know what? There's so many people out there that do that just, they get people interested in Northern Perspective, and we are so appreciative of all of you. Legion 14 for $2. We stand on guard for thee. We certainly do. Following up for $5. Holy ship high in transit. This is a banger of a song. So proud of everybody. Thank you.
And thank you to Will Davey with a $5 super chat. It says the best gift for 2026 would be seeing the McGuinty dynasty fall in Ottawa South and Libs fall nationally. Keep your spirits high, NP Nation.
And Lynn Power for $20. Glad you were back doing a live stream. Missed you, but hope you had a well-deserved break. Happy New Year to all NP Nation and looking forward to an amazing 2026. Absolutely. Thank you. And... oh, look who it is.
How dare you?
For $5. Thanks, Ryan. I've never cried and had chills at the exact same moment. Oh, there you go. Love it.
Okay, YouTube just did something where it jumped and it skipped a bunch. So this is from G is on 007. It says, Ryan and Tanya, Vincent, and the Zoo, you received the heartbeat of Conservative Canada because MP Nation bringing a voice for all of us with this channel speaking loudly and proudly. Thank you. It's our pleasure. And I think the next one that it skips looks like Lynn Powers. Oh, you got that one? Okay. And we just did How Dare You. Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
We just did...
How dare you?
YouTube needs to get their act together.
Yeah. And Best You by Design, member for 30 months. Thank you very much. Susan Canna, great to see you. Long time member. Come a long way, baby. Yes, we have, Susan. Cheers to 2026. We've got this. Prime Minister Pierre, he will be our Prime Minister.
Absolutely.
And Just Me Nicole, great to see you for $10. Great theme song, great words, and well put together. We do need to rise up for truth. 100%.
100%.
And Janko for $2. Hope the membership spikes. I guess.
Thank you.
Well, everyone's being incredibly generous today, so that's definitely happening. And Best You by Design for $14 with a super doge. Thank you very much. And Linda Rutgers, member for 20 months. Amazing anthem. It made me cry and proud to be part of NP Nation. And we will rise strong and free.
We absolutely will.
That's what we wanted to. That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, we wanted to get everybody charged and pumped for 2026 because I think this is going to be our year. And, you know, whatever bumps in the road that might come, we're going to tackle them and we're going to tackle them together.
We need to swarm our EDAs and we need to just steamroll this country. That's what we need to do. And Sharon Hildebrand, member for 4 months. I have been feeling so down lately and you have brought hope back to my life. Thank you so much. That's what we do. That's our product on NP. Is hope and optimism and give you the tools and how to do it. And for $7, thank you very much to Turtle88.
No, Tuttle88.
Tuttle. It's the sand in my eyes that's making it hard to read. If Liberals get a floor crosser majority, can they still be voted down if one of their MPs is absent? Would there still be confidence votes? Okay, so yes, there will be confidence votes no matter what. And yes, if one of their MPs fails to show up, their government could fall. 100%.
Absolutely.
And the question is going to be is, now remember, what the media is hoping everyone forgets in all this is the Liberals are still a fractured caucus. They still have the Jewish caucus over here, which is only about 20%. And even that, it's not even 20% Jewish. It's just 20% of people that supported just saying... writing a letter saying anti-Semitism is bad in Canada, and only 20% of the whole Liberal caucus signed it. So there's those folks over there, and then there's the environmentalists over here, which are ticked off at this MOU, despite the fact that because they don't watch Northern Perspective, they would know that the MOU isn't really worth the paper it's printed on. But they're ticked off at Carney because of all that. So you have them over there, and then you have the rest of the Liberals over here. So their caucus is actually fractured into 3 sub-caucuses. So what's going to happen as we go forward? What if Carney continues to go down, or at least let people believe he's going down this oil and gas route? He's going to tick off those people even more, and he's ticked off Elizabeth May. So we'll see what happens. So absolutely, even if they get a majority, even if they're 2 votes over a majority, that's what we call a fragile majority. In that someone retires, someone regrettably passes away.
Somebody gets a new job somewhere else and has to resign.
And we know Chrystia Freeland is leaving soon.
Yeah.
Now, most likely a Liberal will join that, but there may be confidence votes while she's gone. So they will be down a seat for at least that. And even if the Liberals end up winning back the seat in Terrebonne, if a by-election is forced to be called, that person still has to vacate the seat. So they're going to be down that seat while that by-election is happening. So there's a lot that could happen this year. 100% a lot that could happen this year. The toll painter. Oh, we have
the Governor General.
I wonder who's going to be fighting over the spot. The toll painter for $7. That was brilliant. Love the song. Well done, Ryan. Thank you very, very much. Love that you loved it. Keeper Sis, member for 12 months. Oh, and the Sergeant at Arms is down here as well. Love the video. I'm so proud of you two. You have worked hard and created something wonderful. Hope to see you out west in 2026. Keep up the good work. We will be out west in 2026.
Yes, we will be. Yes, we will be going to the convention in Calgary at the end of January, and my mom is actually very excited that we're all going to be going to Calgary for the Stampede this year.
And we're hoping to have an MP meet and greet in Calgary around the Stampede. So stay tuned. And we have. See if there's a better name for this. Yes, there is. JC Glencross, welcome back to NP Supporter. Thank you very, very much. And we have a $70 super chat. Thank you very, very much for Charlene Martineau. All the best in the new year. Thank you very, very much, Charlene. Much appreciated. And Mayday It for $30. Awesome song. AI, don't care if it was created with AI. I love it. Happy New Year, Ryan, Tanya, Vincent, and all of NP Nation. Thank you very much. And Legion 14 for $5. Canada is in end of empire, but we can either let it collapse like the Western Roman Empire, or we can fight to make it like the Eastern Empire. I don't know if I like either of those options because I'll think about it.
Did you want to turn on the other cat cam?
Oh, yes. I'm glad I actually set that one up. Huzzah! There you go.
There you go. Now we got all three on there for you guys.
And SK for $7. Wow, my MP debut. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to your family and all MP Nation. Blessings to you all for a safe and happy 2026. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Hold on, I want to make sure I got the right one. Oh, that was not SK, that was FW Unfetti.
Funfetti, maybe?
Bubble Avenue, anyway. And Daryl Campbell for $100. Thank you very, very much. Amazing video. I'm so proud to be a member of NP Nation. Here's to 2025. Looking forward to 2026. Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Thank you so, so much for your contribution, and love having all these wonderful people part of NP Nation. It's truly a pleasure. Troy Briarski, there he is. Member for 25 months. 338 now saying cracks in Liberal support and falling polls. Let's go! Happy New Year, NP Nation, right?
Do you know, before you do any memes, I remember on election night, I was so upset. I was pretty much crying.
Afterwards.
And this was after all the cameras were off, but Dan McTeague, I was saying goodbye to him, and he gave me a hug, and he said, you know, it's going to be okay. Pierre will get a seat out west somewhere probably, and he'll be leader of the opposition still.
Check.
And this government is so fragile, it's only going to last a year or a year and a half, and then the Conservatives will form government. So, you know, so far his premonition is coming true. So let's see what happens with the rest of it.
He was a member of government. He was
for a long time.
Liberal MP for a while. Been around.
He was in cabinet as well.
So,
yep.
So, Dan McTeague, smart guy. And let's see. We have CTR Lee for welcome back to MP Supporter. Thank you. And White LTR for $20. Another floor crosser giving Carney majority will cause Alberta leave, and it will be the end of the federal Conservative Party. I guess we'll see. Will Kalchuk for $2. I still say floor crossers need a by-election. Yes. And,
100%.
And there is a petition that actually has been started.
Yes, I believe it's number 7025, if I'm correct. Do you have it up on your screen?
No.
Okay, let me see what I can do, and I'll drop it in the chat.
But it has been endorsed by a Conservative MP. I can picture her.
It's Leanne Rood, I believe.
Leanne Rood, yes. And it calls for exactly that. That anyone who chooses to cross the floor is treated the same as vacating their seat, and it has to go to a by-election. So if you want to sign a petition that absolutely we 100% agree with, this is a petition.
Yes, and I will throw it in the chat now. It is number 7025. It is open until, let me see here. It's open until April the 17th. So lots of time to sign. It's already got over 33,000 signatures. And remember, if you do sign a House of Commons petition, they send you an email afterwards asking you to confirm. So just open up that email and click the link inside.
There you go. Okay. So at this point, we want to get to a couple of clips that we wanted to just look back on. The first one that we want to get to is one that we did way back on April 27th. And this one is our first interview with Mr. Pierre Poilievre. And Tanya, you can say why you want to do this one.
Number one, this was an incredible opportunity for us. We had met Pierre a couple times prior to that, and he was always so friendly and always so open and just a great person, somebody that I'd want to sit down and talk to and have a really good conversation with. And we were afforded the opportunity to speak with him and Anna, and it was just such an incredible interview. And I remember being so nervous, but the interview was wonderful. And it wasn't like we were, YouTubers talking to the leader of the opposition and his wife. It was like we were parents talking to other parents. And it was just such a great interview.
So we're not going to play the whole thing. We're going to play one specific question. And it was one that we didn't know if we'd have the opportunity to ask, but no one told us to stop the interview.
Because we were really pressed for time. They literally squeezed us in, and we were so grateful that they were willing to do that. And
because they were leaving from Oakville and driving to Peterborough for the next rally.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's take a look.
So in just a few years, your children are going to be old enough to start understanding politics and, the partisanship and how Parliament works. What do you expect that your children will think of your legacy?
Wow, that's a big question. I hope they will. I hope they know that the time that I spent away from them was because I was fighting for something that mattered to them and to people like them. I hope they'll. Right now, I don't think they fully understand why we're not there. I mean, we're away right now. We're on the road, and
in 2 weeks,
for 2 weeks we haven't seen them. They're with Anna's family. They came on the road for the first 2 weeks, and then it was getting to be too much for them. So they've been back at home, and I think probably there's question marks in their heads. So where are my parents? What are they doing? They don't have any idea exactly what this project is. They've seen it, but like our little boy Cruz said when we were pulling up to one of the rallies, he said, "Those are Dad's friends," and there was 1,000 people in line up to get into the rally.
Dad's job is just to speak in a microphone. He just doesn't understand.
Yeah. And he loves the microphone. Did we get him the Tory microphone yet?
No, yeah. He's stealing the one from the...
He steals the microphone.
I'll start yelling, bring it home and do it. So.
Yeah, that's right. But my hope is that they will understand why we did this, why we weren't always there, why we were on the road, that it was to go into the world and fight for what we believe in, and that they should grow up to do the same.
Yeah.
With that, I know you got to run, Mr. Poilievre. Mrs. Poilievre, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a privilege, and I want to say to every one of your viewers out there, thank you very much for backing these two. They've done an incredible job for Canada, major sacrifices for their little guy, but also for all Canadians. And please continue to support them. And more immediately, you have to get out and vote. the future for our kids, for our country, it depends on getting out to vote. There's hope for a change. So let's bring it home.
So you were nervous.
I was incredibly nervous. I'm always nervous.
This is true.
I just have a nervous personality, and I think I should know by now, but even when I'm just meeting like other politicians that I haven't met before, or folks that we talk to, people who are experts in their field and I've never met them before. I was just so nervous to be doing interviews, but everybody's always fantastic, and I should know not to be nervous, but I always am.
I get nervous up until it's not like a fear of it. It's just, I used to be a sprinter way back in the day, and it's the same nerves. And I've learned that those types of nerves are really, really good because they focus you. And that's what I take from it, because as soon as the interview goes on, it's gone. And I'm just, I'm dialed in, and I'm just ready to go. And I'm just focused on the job and getting it done. So,
but there was something that I had heard somewhere, and I don't remember the full quote, but it's basically that like being nervous and being excited are very, very similar emotions. It's just kind of how you process it and what you do with it. Yeah,
there's excitement, I think, is anticipation, and nerves is more like you're kind of fearful of what happens. So I think I would classify what I feel as anticipation, probably. So, but anyhow, so that was the first one, and the next one that we want to look at is actually, ironically, 4 months later, not to the day, but 3.5 months after that, and it was during the Battle River Crowfoot by-election stream. And many of you will probably, who were here, you will absolutely remember this clip. It was pretty special. Now, in order to get Pierre at all, you have to prearrange it. there's no like there's no point where it's on the spot. His time is so limited that you have to prearrange everything, even if it looks like, oh, Pierre just called into Northern Perspective. I was trying to work with his guys to get him to actually to call it, and I was sure he wasn't going.
Yeah, we weren't sure it was going to happen, but we kept your phone by anyways.
Yeah. So the amazing thing is that he did call. Now the funny thing is, and this is even up until about a week or two ago, for a while I couldn't sleep because my phone kept making noises throughout the night, like because we're constantly getting notifications and emails and all this stuff. So I ended up turning on Do Not Disturb as of 10 o'clock. So the problem is, as many of you know, when your phone is on Do Not Disturb, when you get any calls, it goes immediately to voicemail. So unbeknownst to me, it was past 10 o'clock, and he'd actually tried to call, and it went straight to voicemail. And I didn't catch it. But I was watching my phone for a text message, and his guy said, he just tried calling. And I was like, crap.
So if you go back and watch the live stream, you'll actually see where Ryan's like fiddling around with the phone. I'm trying to carry the show, not quite sure what's going on.
And I think I caught like the 30 seconds before that. So I won't talk anymore. I'll just remind everybody of how it was going. But now you have a bit of context.
And who says Jagmeet waited until after Christmas to announce no confidence he would have secured his pension 5 days before an election if that happened. Well, and the thing is, had he called the election back when we said he should have called it,
sure,
he would have won his seat again and possibly even been leader of the official opposition. I think at this point the NDP knows that they're not going to be the governing party anytime soon. So why would
Hello.
Oh, hi, Ryan. It's Pierre Polyev here. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir? You can say hello to all of Northern Perspective Nation because they're all listening.
Hi, Northern Perspective Nation. I'm here in Camrose, Alberta with the great Damien Couric celebrating what appears to be a solid win.
Absolutely, sir. It's we show 20% of the polls, and you're over 7,000 votes, and I think this is going to be an easy cruise. And I think Canadians across the country that are looking for more common sense and looking for accountability are really anxious to have you back in the House.
Well, it will be a privilege to serve again and to serve the great people of Battle River Crowfoot. These are the people who feed power and protect our country, and they deserve to have a strong voice, as do all Canadians. And I said today that our priority in the fall session will be stronger take-home pay, safe streets, secure borders, and a sovereign Canada. And that's what we're going to be working on your behalf.
Absolutely. And we're also looking forward to the Sovereignty Act, and we're looking forward to legislation that makes it easy for all Canadians to vote, not just the ones that can, easily manipulate a 200 name long ballot. So we're looking forward to get that dealt with as well.
Yes, absolutely. We will have practical proposals to end the long ballot scam, which has uniquely targeted me as leader in the last election and then again in this by-election. But we know how to put an end to it, and I know that you've put together some very practical ideas to end it once and for all.
Absolutely. Well, we know you're really busy out there. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Why don't you say a quick hello to the great Damien Couric, who is the former and future member of Parliament for Battle River Crowfoot. He's here with me right now.
Would love to. Mr. Couric.
Hi there, Ryan. It's nice to speak to you and Tanya, and what I know, I'm sure, is a whole host of Northern Perspective listeners there watching you live this evening.
Absolutely. We've had already about 141,000 people on the stream, and there's 12,000 people viewing right now. It's and it's people from coast to coast. We've had people from New Brunswick all the way out to the Okanagan, up to the Yukon. They are all just cheering on the Conservative Party and Pierre getting his seat, and we are really, really anxious and looking forward to the fall where we can start to put this country back together again.
Yes, sir. Well, look, it is indisputable, Pierre, with a strong win tonight, and that strong national message that appeals to people from coast to coast, but also fights for the folks here in Battle River Crowfoot. That's what this country needs. That's the leadership this country needs, and he is. I'm very, very excited to see him sitting in the seat in the House of Commons for Battle River Crowfoot as he is once again leader of the opposition here when Parliament returns. I think it's 4 weeks today, and then he, of course, the day that he is able to sit on the other side of the aisle and Prime Minister of Canada and restore the promise of Canada. This is an important step in that process, and so very thrilled, very proud of the work that Pierre and Anna have done. Danielle and I have been, our confidence grows in their both ability and the vision that they have for this country. And but Ryan, I'd be remiss if Pierre and I didn't say a massive thank you to all the help and support, both here on the ground in Battle River Crowfoot, but the support from across the country that has been shown. Volunteers coming and sharing their support, messages of hope and saying to keep going. It's been absolutely incredible.
So that was something. And we didn't even know that we were going to get the bonus of talking to Damien again on the phone. But so that was a 2-for-1 deal on his win in Battle River Crowfoot. So that was something special. That's for darn sure. So
absolutely.
And without all of you continuing to help the platform grow and to continue to help spread our reach, who knows, that call may not happen, right? So again, we thank NP Nation for all of the work, all of the sharing, the liking, the subscribing, and the supporting that you do. We would not be able to do what we do without all of you. And this whole night is just one big thank you to all of you. So And I think we're going to show probably one more clip. And this is a fun one. And this is when we were covering the testimony of Thomas Shukevich at the Standing Committee of Procedure and House Affairs, when we realized something was kind of amiss. Something was a little strange going on.
Something sounded familiar, I think is what we realized.
Something sounded very, very familiar.
Ask Mr. Perot you some questions about the so-called longest ballot committee, which you reference in your report. In the last election, this group targeted the Carleton riding, although prior to the last election, they targeted several by-elections, and then later targeted the Battle River Crowfoot riding in the recent by-election, with a total of 91 candidates in Carleton, a record 203 candidates in Battle River Crowfoot. Would you agree, broadly speaking, that the committee's tactic to flood the ballot with an endless list of candidates had a overall disruptive and negative impact on the electoral process in Carleton, in the prior by-elections, and in Battle River Crowfoot?
Certainly, it did have such an impact, and it was a challenge for a number of voters, especially those with disabilities, to be able to cast their ballot with such a long list of electors. And that is why, Mr. Chair, I've come to this committee in the past and recommended some changes to make sure that this can be addressed.
And just to sort of flesh out some of the challenges that this committee created. You referred to voters with disabilities. That would include voters with visual impairments, mobility issues, literacy challenges. Would that be correct?
I would include as well voters with dexterity to handle such a large ballot. People who are physically impaired, who have limitations, would also face a challenge. Be addressed in the context of an investigation. That takes a lot more time.
So why not verify or audit signatures? I mean, there was evidence, for example, in the case of the longest ballot committee, that there were organizers going around with nomination forms, and at the top where it said name of candidate, it was blank.
No way! We broke that.
Hey!
That's wild.
Guess where that evidence came from, folks?
Holy smokes. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse on camera.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Wow. That's
wild. I got goosebumps. Like,
that's crazy. That sounds like our evidence made it into committee.
because we got those photos from the whistleblower.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. NP Nation's all over this too. Wow.
This is
up high, Mrs. Brannigan. So that was a fun moment.
That was awesome. And the reason why we knew that like Michael Cooper's line of questioning came from Northern Perspective was because we were the original public source of this information. So the whistleblower had approached Ryan, provided the evidence.
What was funny is because the whistleblower had, I guess, was a viewer of us, and they were seeing how much digging that we were doing, and the whistleblower had said, I think you're going to find out soon enough anyway, so I might as well just come to you.
But my point being, like, the chain of custody for this evidence was whistleblower, Ryan, and then we made it public on Northern Perspective. And nobody else was reporting on it. Mainstream media was not reporting on this evidence. Independent media was not reporting on this particular evidence. Nobody reported on it except for us. So for it to get to committee, that means that it came from us, which was really cool because it's kind of like We've been working for the last 3 years to try and make a difference and try to change things for the better. And we're finally seeing evidence of it.
Yeah, and then it was a couple days later we ended up getting the email from Proc,
From the clerk, yeah.
and saying, "Hey, you're officially invited, and here's one of the days that you could come." And so we said, "Sure." So we said, "What if we can't come that day?" And they said, "Well, the study's going to go. Just let us know another day that you could come, and we'll make sure to get you in." So,
but it was fortunate because we were kind of like looking at the calendar and the schedule, and Vincent was in therapy 5 days a week at that point. So it was a lot for me for Ryan to be gone that long because he was going up on the 7th, I think, anyways. No, it was the 6th he went up, and then to stay until the 8th, which is when you testified. It was a bit much for us as a family, but we made it work.
Yeah, it was also a long day because I remember I got up, and I can't tell you all the stuff that I did, but I got up and had a meeting earlier, and then went to committee, and then immediately drove home afterwards. So I drove 5 hours home, and then I think I got home at like 7 o'clock.
And then you had to like pull the stream from Parleview and like edit it so that we could live stream.
It was and we streamed it that night. It was
but I mean, come on, honestly, when a parliamentary clerk emails you to say, "Can you please come to committee?"
Oh, the answer is yes.
Are you going to say no?
Like the answer is yes.
It has to be yes.
And even if it's not that day, it's yes. Like yes.
Like yes, slot me in somewhere, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I will be of service, sir.
Yeah.
I'm here to do my duty.
Well, and that's our job as Canadians, I feel.
100%.
And I think it's an honor to be called to committee and to be able to actually go there and testify and be on parliamentary record and say what you know, and that get used as evidence that's going to help shape the next law.
Well, and I say this to, I used to say this to Tanya, and I tell this story to close friends and family, and we're all close friends and family now on NP Nation. Before Northern Perspective, and before our son was born, I always had this like nagging feeling that I was supposed to do something. Like I was supposed to do something important,
meaningful,
like impactful, like
yeah,
over and above just my local,
your day job,
yeah,
or being a dad or a husband or whatever,
and
just something.
And when an opportunity like that happens, you get the call, and you just have this humbleness that you're going to be participating in a process that has existed for over 150 years, and you may have the opportunity to make a better law in this country. That is,
it's humbling.
There's such gravitas behind that. It makes you very humble, and I'm hopeful that after the report from Proc gets put forward to the House of Commons, hopefully we can see a bipartisan law put forward to actually change the law to stop these hooligans from gumming up our electoral system again. But again, this would not have happened without all of you.
Right, because the whistleblower would not have known to come and talk to you.
If we don't have the viewers, if we don't have the reach, if we don't have the YouTube pushing this out and the focus on it, I don't think it gets noticed. So thank you to all of you. You have a huge part in making that happen. So this is it's all you, right? It's all you. We are absolutely nothing without NP Nation. So thank you to all of you. So those are our stories. Let's get to some viewer stories, I think.
Sure. So we will now start reading the quote unquote questions from Barnaby, which are tonight, because tonight's special, we asked you to send in your favorite moments. So,
but we'll play this anyway.
Oral questions.
Let's be careful about some of the words we use. People are watching at home. Their kids are watching.
Memory period.
So tonight we are reading your favorite moments from the past year. Strange Brew 1983 says, my favorite NP moment is Ryan getting the Stetson. So the story behind that is Ryan flew out this summer to go interview Damien Keurig in Calgary. And he spent the whole first day like out on location. It was at Heritage Park, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you recall? And he was outside the whole day, and he got such a sunburn.
I was dumb, and I didn't think. I was just, again, too focused. I'd never been to this place, and I wanted to make sure I was able to secure a spot that Damien and I could sit and not be interrupted. And I found these benches from Google, and I figured, okay, that would be good. But then I thought, wait a minute, what if it's busy? What if people are just cluttering up these benches? I'm not going to go and say, can you please move so I can do an interview? So I went there like a couple of hours early and just squatted on a bench with no hat in the Alberta sun. Moron. And I got a massive sunburn.
Really bad. When he was talking to me from the hotel room that night, I was like, wow, you're red. Like, you need to buy a hat tomorrow.
So hats off to Tara, because the first thing that we did the next day is we went to Stampede, and she said, we're getting you a hat. So.
Well, and it's funny because you came back and you're like, I really like the hat, but, I don't know if I'm going to wear it type thing. And I'm like, do it. If you like it, it looks fabulous. Do it. Who cares what anybody says? Do it.
So now I wear it at events, and I don't have to worry about my lack of headgear, meaning my hair. So.
The next one's from the Immigrant Beaver. It says, the best part about MP this year and the rest is Tanya and Ryan doing all the work they do for us at MP Nation.
Thank you so much for that.
We're honestly just excited that we can talk to other people about politics and that other people are getting involved. The next one is from John Gauthier. It says, my fave is Ryan's reaction to Carney asking Pierre about his security clearance on the live debate.
I was considering putting that in.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't on that debate. I can't remember. I think I had to bring Vincent to therapy, so I couldn't join the stream.
Well, the other issue is it was earlier in the evening.
Yeah, so. I think that's exactly what happened. But I remember because I was helping moderate in the background, and I was like, that's the dumbest thing.
Well, and I was trying to be quiet because I didn't want to, because it was live, right? So I didn't want to talk over them, and I was losing my mind, as I'm sure everyone remembers.
The next one is from Kelly Potter. It says, the 2 times I've met you both and being able to share mine and my daughter's story with you both and the advice you have given us and helping me keep up hope.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It really is. We do love meeting everybody when we're out and about and when we're doing events or just like at the grocery store or whatever it happens to be. This is from Repeat in BC. It says, my favorite moment when Ryan was invited to testify before the House of Commons committee and how NP fact-checked and led the news on the longest ballot scammers. Yes.
Yeah, it was great to testify after.
Yes.
But after both the Chief Electoral Officer and
Thomas. Yeah. And it was interesting that they brought the commissioner, or the CEO,
Chief Electoral Officer.
Chief Electoral Officer. Thank you. They brought him back after your testimony, and they were still talking about your testimony.
Yeah, and they're saying, so about that complaint that Northern Perspective said, and there was not good answers coming back.
No. Chandra Deity says, my favorite moment of MP Nation of 2025 was the release of Vincent Goes to Parliament. I look forward to his next adventure. Thank you so much.
That was something, and
it was a passion project. We'd never written a book before.
Yeah, and it was it took months to do. And again, special shout out to Holly Gadori of Create Inc., who did all the illustrations. Phenomenal young lady.
She got the details like perfect. I remember like we were in Ottawa in May, and that's when we had done a book signing at the Indigo there. But we had also gone to the Senate, and I just recall looking at the floor in the Senate and looking at the book and being like, she got this spot on.
Yeah,
because
nailed it.
There's like these little maple leaves all over the carpet, and just the detail that Holly put into that book was incredible. And this is from OP Chi. It says, it was great to finally meet Ryan, Tanya, and Vincent while helping door knock in Kitchener. Awesome.
That was great to see everybody come out. And to this day, folks, to this day, and this is why it is so important for people to come out. To this day, Kelly DeRitter credits that day for her winning the election. So for everybody who came out that day, you literally are responsible for a Conservative seat in that house because you came out and helped. That's the power that you have.
And that's the power that we all have to get involved and to volunteer. And door knocking is not the only thing you can do. I don't particularly care for door knocking, but this past election, I was doing things behind the scenes, like helping write emails and mailers and things like that. And I was also doing phone calls. So you don't have to be door knocking. You can let your EDA president or your campaign manager, you can let them know, I'm not really sold on the door knocking thing, but I can do other things. And guaranteed they will find a use for you. The next one is from Diane Linden. It says, my favorite memory was the day Ryan got his cowboy hat. Rocking that hat, Ryan.
I'm a political cowboy.
It was to hide his sunburn. Trunks, the Galactic Citizen, says, my favorite moment on NP in 2025 is when Ryan and Tanya answered my question about Paul Hellyer and the aliens. What happens if NP gets visited by aliens in 2026?
We'll tell them to vote Conservative. That's what we'll do.
I was going to say, I think if aliens were to come, to our house specifically, they would think that the cats are like the superior species because we're always doing everything for them. We're feeding them, we're brushing them, we're cleaning their litter box, we're subservient to them.
Yeah, we'll enter the door and they'll say, take us to your masters.
This one's from Mary Crawford. It says, my favorite is the warm glow I get when Ryan and Tanya thank us for our service. They are very welcome. Excellent. And Norm Nicholson says,
Norm!
It was knowing Ryan gave up his job to maintain Northern Perspective.
That was last year, but I appreciate it, Norm. Yeah, I appreciate it. We still get comments on that video to this day. So.
Sarah Cinnamon Thriving says, I have lots of NP merch. I would love to be able to buy dog wear merch to wear with my small but mighty rescue dogs. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with what the supplier has.
They don't make pet merch yet.
No, so. Unfortunately not.
If they do.
Although I do have an idea for a t-shirt involving our pets. So keep your eye out for that in the new year. And this is Dawn B. It says, best moment for me was getting a reply from a very pleasant puppet when I left a message. Been a member ever since. Thank you, Northern Perspective. Awesome.
Well, yeah, people thought we were an AI channel at that point.
Yeah, I mean, well, we had to modulate the voices, or we did anyways at the time. And then eventually, maybe 1 or 2 months in, we stopped. Just, it was awful.
Yeah.
It was bad. I think we took down all the old videos.
Most of them.
Most of them. There might be 1 or 2 out there still. Sarah Wenger says, was getting the surprise call from Pierre Poilievre when he won the by-election. Yes, absolutely.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
And Milady Loves Cats says, number 2, my favorite moment was meeting Tanya and Ryan in Ottawa at the book signing, and especially Tanya's reaction when she realized I was a Milady Loves Cats. Yes, it's so awesome to meet you guys in person. It really is.
It is.
It's the highlight of our day.
You know, no matter how long, you've been a member of NP Nation, and when I mean member, like a viewer, I don't mean, you don't have to be a member of the channel to be a member of NP Nation, right? But, just, familiar names we see, and then it's like, oh my God, it's you. That's amazing. So.
And No Channel HQ1XG says, my favorite moment was unveiling the new sign and studio. The feeling was fire, especially after the election.
That was fun.
That was great. And, shout out again to Art Signs here in Hamilton. They did a phenomenal job. It's a family-run business, and they do everything, like, by hand. I think they do the cutting with a laser, but everything else is by hand. Like, all these pieces, everything is painted by hand. So they did a phenomenal job.
Still looks brand new. And
it does.
I'm sure it will for many years
for a
to
long
come.
time, yep. Airworks07 says, one of my favorite moments was when Ryan went to the Calgary Stampede and got an impromptu interview with Pierre.
That was fun. that was crazy. And I think we told the story that one of the benefits of going is one of the things that we were trying to do for Tanya's cousin, as his birthday was coming up, is we were trying to get a bunch of Conservative MPs to sign his birthday card because he was feeling really down. And
because just to preface it a little, he's 30 years old and he's like a lot of kids his age, but the economy is so bad that they have to live at home with mom and dad, and he was feeling really down about that. So we wanted to cheer him up. He is a huge Conservative supporter. He's a huge supporter of Northern Perspective. And so I had said, if you're going to be at the Stampede, can you try to get some MPs to sign Dominic's card for him?
So ended up going to the barbecue, which was great. And like the Conservative barbecue, and saw a bunch of the MPs there. So it was great. Everybody I asked, of course, they said absolutely. And then I saw that Pierre was doing a photo line, and I said, I wonder if I could get Pierre to sign the card. That would be really neat. I'm sure he'd really love that. And then ended up going, standing in line, and Pierre was like, what are you doing here? And I said, well, I was actually here to get you to sign this card if you're willing. He's like, whatever you like. Do you want me to do a video as well? And I said, that would be amazing to do a video for Dominic. So he did this personalized video for him, and that ended up being played at his birthday that we weren't able to attend.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I can't remember where we were, but we were.
But it blew his mind, like the card and that. And I said, but I was also here interviewing Damien Carrick. He said, well, we should do an interview. And I said, what? I said, okay. And then that happened the next day, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was 8 minutes, but it's Pierre Poilievre, says he'll give you 8 minutes. You take those 8 minutes. So
this is from Discussion Corner. It says the best moment from MP was Ryan doing committee. Yes, I agree.
Committee was fun, man. It was fun. Like after doing, like I was nervous leading up. Anticipation leading up, and then when I started, I did my opening statement, and then it was fun answering questions. And I think it was fun because I knew the answers.
Yeah, if you're like a
Christian first
not so type much of guy, fun. No.
Not so much fun. I didn't have Larry Brock, prosecuting me. So when you're one of those witnesses, it's fun.
This is from Will Kowalchuk. It says, I love all the memes and Brock and Cooper in committee.
Yes.
Do you want to hit that button?
Oh, both of these guys?
What the hell is going on?
I love it. This is from Rusty Shackelford. It says, Ryan in committee was the top favorite, followed closely by the mainstream media meltdown over the Pierre interview. Yes, that...
We learned a lot about mainstream media this fall, didn't we, folks?
Yes. And the thing is, Finnick passed away the day that we released the interview. Obviously, we weren't anticipating that we would have to say goodbye to him that day. We didn't realize how ill he was. And it was something that came on very acutely. And Ryan was at home doing the video, and he released the video, and then he had to come to the vet hospital, and we had to say goodbye to Finnick. So we were already very upset about that. And then the mainstream media took our interview clip completely out of context and just ran with it.
So we were not happy.
No, it was a really, really rough week for us.
So when I did that response video and I sounded a little angry, that was probably part of it.
But
yeah.
I was able to write an op-ed, and thank you again to Brian Lilly for getting that published for us, because it's not right what the mainstream media did. And it just kind of shows how fast things can be taken out of context, and that people don't bother to do the digging and look at the actual context.
Yeah. But
we did it. This is from Marion Sweet. It says, my favorite MP moment from 2025 was the launch of Vincent Visits Parliament. Love you guys. So for those of you that don't know, Marion is our assistant. She helps us here behind the scenes at Northern Perspective, and she's been off on maternity leave because she just had her baby boy Shepherd in September. So we are looking forward to having Marion back very soon, and you may be corresponding with her over email.
She's a very dear friend and an amazing, amazing young lady. Her and David, phenomenal people, and we count ourselves lucky to have them in our lives.
Next one's from Jessica Van Luke. It says, when Pierre Poilievre came on your show and nearly cried, that was a wholesome moment and a wonderful moment with Pierre. Hopefully you guys can have that moment with Harper in 2026. Fingers crossed. I was like, the whole purpose of that interview was to find out who is Pierre Poilievre, the person, not the politician, you know what I mean? And we did get some criticism, especially from the mainstream media, about how the questions weren't hard enough and we weren't asking policy and this and that.
But it wasn't that type of interview.
Right, it wasn't that type of interview. We really wanted to know who was Pierre as a person. And and
let me put it this way: the questions were actually more difficult than the standard questions that Pierre gets. Why? Because most of the questions that Pierre gets, even the hard ones, he gets all the time, and he already is prepared for. When you ask questions like these to anybody, not just Pierre, but to anybody, they don't have script ready for them because they're never asked them. So that's why they're difficult, because they're not thinking back to talking points. They're not thinking back to their media trend. They're thinking to what's the answer to the question. I don't have that answer. So in some of the things that you didn't actually see, it took him about 10 or 15 seconds because I actually sat there and thought before actually answering.
And that's the good thing about Pierre, is he's very intellectual and he's a really good listener. Like, he will think about what you've just said before speaking. He doesn't just blurt out whatever comes to mind, you know. He's thinks about it. Yep. And the other thing was that now we don't usually discuss what happens off camera, on camera, but I think because it was you doing all the talking, it'll be okay. Is that before we actually started rolling the tape for the interview, Ryan was telling Pierre about Vincent and all the therapy he's doing and how difficult it's been, and he just listened so empathetically. And I think there was probably some understanding there because his daughter's autistic as well. Yeah. So it was nice to have somebody to listen to that struggle, somebody who probably understands too.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break from that.
Okay. And
we're going to show everybody a montage now about all of the or many moments throughout the last year, and you'll probably recognize some of them. Some of them were talked about, and some of them we've shown, you know, lengthened versions of them. But I think everyone will appreciate and look back on a lot of these fond memories.
And special thank you to Randy, who put this together for us. So thank you very much, Randy. We really appreciate your support.
Now, hopefully I hit the right button. You're not going to believe this.
I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister.
We wrote a book.
We did. We wrote a children's book, and it's called Vincent Visits Parliament.
Aware of what potential conflicts of interest you
what
sought
possible
to avoid.
conflict would you have, Stephanie? Stephanie, I'm complying with the rules. I'm complying with the rules in advance.
One of the things that I talked about recently on a recent video, just to echo some of this stuff and how important you are to this election. 40% of Canada did not vote in the last election. That is a lot of people. That is our secret weapon.
Carney's carbon tax will push businesses to leave Canada, to cut production in Canada, and to increase production in the United States. So essentially, Carney's carbon tax is the worst of all worlds, higher prices and fewer jobs here in Canada.
The platform team of the Liberal Party wrote up a platform in the fall, and they gave it to Trudeau. And then when they switched him out and replaced him with his economic advisor, we're okay? All right. I think he was reacting to the deficit in Carney's platform.
So that was Vincent.
Today is a difficult day for Canadians who worked hard for change. Unfortunately, the election didn't go the way we wanted, and emotions are running high today, which is understandable. We feel it too. But as we said last night, it's time for us to get back to work.
We were shocked when we got this email. Right after the election,
The day after.
we received an email from a Russian state actor. Damien Kurek, the MP-elect, or re-elected, for the riding of Battle River Crowfoot in Alberta, has told everybody that he will step aside. He will voluntarily resign in order to actually give Pierre Poilievre a chance to run in that by-election to secure a seat.
Mr. Speaker, it is an honor to serve in this place. Being elected for the third time to represent the people of Battle River Crowfoot truly is an honor. And for anyone who has had the opportunity to sit in this place, it truly is. Being able to serve your communities is something that is a profound honor and something that I hope each and every one of you, all 342 of you, take very, very seriously.
So electoral reform, having that happen.
What?
Did she just
Giving
shush
them
the
what
audience?
they want.
Did she shush the audience?
I have no idea.
What was that?
Jeff.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'll say it again. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't want to do this. I was enjoying my retirement from the military. But it is important to me that we have a voice in Parliament.
Current CBC employees are reaching out to you since Travis came forward. In general, what are they telling you?
I've heard about the crying room.
The crying room.
Yep.
Hello.
Well, hi, Ryan. It's Pierre Poilievre here. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir? You can say hello to all of Northern Perspective Nation because they're all listening.
Hi, Northern Perspective Nation. I'm here in Camrose, Alberta with the great Damien Kurek celebrating what appears to be a solid win.
Absolutely, sir. It's we show 20% of the polls, and you're over 7,000 votes, and I think this is going to be an easy cruise. And I think Canadians across the country that are looking for more common sense and looking for accountability are really anxious to have you back in the House. One of the Conservative candidates in the last election, Barbara Ball, who ran against Mark Carney, who would be very close to this, decided to actually take a look for herself, and she posted a video on what she found.
Hey Nepean, I am at the location of Prime Minister Carney's housing announcement a few days ago, and there is nothing here.
Unfortunately, the organization intent on making a complete mockery of our electoral process, also known as the Longest Ballot Committee, seems intent on making it more difficult than ever for Canadians to actually cast their ballot.
This was the one in the Carlton writing.
I have a tweet that was posted by the Longest Ballot Committee on January 22nd, 2024, of you, of Kieran, and of I believe, a Glenn McDonald.
Oh. Oh, you mean this tweet? Who acted as your official agent during that campaign?
Well, I have a hard time with this guy's name. Kieran? Sure, I don't know how to pronounce it. The act of being on the ballot itself was the message. Like, I did ask him afterwards, like I wanted to promote it. Like my whole campaign was going to be, like let's face it, I'm not from St. Paul's. I'm hundreds of miles away. I'm not going to tell you my location, but I don't know anything about St. Paul's.
Do you think a legitimate candidate gets 0, 1, or 2 votes in an election?
I think a legitimate candidate would be embarrassed to get that amount.
Interestingly,
I'm just sitting here smiling at Cooper smirking.
I also saw Calkins' eyes at the end. He was like,
"That is insane."
So
that
wait,
I heard this.
So wait a minute. Okay, let me just see if I understand this. One of the things that the judges are supposed to do when deciding on bail for these people is whether there's going to be a risk to the community. So in this decision, they say, well, this person's probably going to breach the conditions that I put out there. So rather than say, maybe I shouldn't be granting bail, it's, maybe I won't impose any conditions whatsoever. What?
Yeah.
This, which I've never heard of this Northern Perspective or whatever it is. Yeah. They don't even tell us who the people are. If you go on their website, I've never heard of it. But anyway, he's now on this sort of crazy right-wing YouTube channels spouting what he's spouting.
That was a factual statement that Pierre Poilievre made. Shouldn't be criticized for making it because the evidence is clear. They covered up both situations.
When this guy met Donald Trump, he got on his knees.
Oh my goodness.
I think we owe everybody an apology.
Well, I owe people with kids an apology, that's for sure.
Sorry.
Wow.
We are sorry. We should have screened that. We wanted our reactions to be genuine, and oh my goodness, were they ever.
I look my son in the eye in the morning, and it reminds me every single day why we're doing what we do. And it's because he deserves a better Canada to grow up in. I want him to grow up in a similar Canada in what I grew up in, with the same potential opportunities, and that he's not going to be demonized for the way he was born, and he's going to be okay, and he's not going to have all of these problems that kids of today are experiencing right now.
Now, this question may take me a little bit to get through. We have received thousands of messages, emails, comments from Canadians across this country. Seniors that skip days without eating because they can't afford it. People who talk about the fact that they wish they could afford to have a family. People who, will never afford a home. People who have threatened to do the worst because they just lost hope. But you've provided that hope. And Canadians are really looking to this election, many of them, as their last chance for hope. What do you have to say to those Canadians?
Well, first of all, I want to thank people for vesting their hopes in me. I'm sometimes overwhelmed by it because it's like people say that the direction of their lives depend on my delivering for them. And I don't consider that a burden. I consider it an incredible honor, and I'm in awe of it. I'm actually in awe that people would vest that in me. I'm not someone who was born with like a savior complex. I don't think, I'm here to save the world, but I'm really here to give people back their lives. And I want those people to know that I'm going to keep fighting for them, that the hope that they deserve is on the way, that they have to get out and vote, because if they don't vote, there is no hope. But if they do vote, we can bring change, and we know how to do it. We did it. We had this in this country. We had a hopeful, opportunity-filled country not long ago, and the very same principles that created that country are just beneath the surface. So we can bring them forward above the surface, and you will. People out here are asking themselves, will I ever be able to afford a home? Yes, you will. Will you be able to live in a safe neighborhood? Yes, you will be able to be safe again. Yes, your kids will have a future in this country. So have hope. Change is on the way. We're going to keep fighting for you, and we're going to get this over the finish line. Thank you for being with me from the very start of that.
And if I can add, this is why it's important to vote. Why are you doing this? And Pierre and I are a product of the Canadian promise. No, never you would think, coming from his humble background, having to fight for everything, being adopted, that he would stand on that stage and have thousands of people putting their hope in him. Never would have my dad, who is there today, think that his daughter would be there. So the why, we are a result of the Canadian promise, and that is so important, why we're doing this.
We want to basically give the next generation what we had. That's my purpose in politics.
Good job, Randy.
Thank you very much, Randy. That was phenomenal.
And yes, I was tearing up at that PR interview at the end too. So he also got me tearing up talking about my son. So good job, Randy. You got me twice. So, but yeah, like so many people were talking about the fact that it's crazy that so much has happened in this year, and that's what I said at the beginning. Feels like 3 years went by in the last 12 months. But the fight's just getting started, and the campaign for the next election, it's already begun.
And every bump in the road along the way is just another obstacle for us to overcome. You know, again, I was so upset on the eve of the election, but just kind of looking at things now, it's like, well, if X happens, we'll do Y. If A happens, we'll do B. And there will always be another election. If there's a floor crosser, heaven forbid, and, you know, we're stuck with the Carney government for the next 3 years, it'll end. It will come to an end, and we will be ready. And I think that's just the way we try to look at things.
And, you know, the people that are encouraging Canadians to give up, and people that are encouraging Canadians, oh, you know, it's over, there's no point. I'm sorry, but they're on Team Liberal, because that's exactly what the Liberals are counting on.
Yep, they're counting on people, whether it's, you know, everyday people or influencers or politicians or whoever it happens to be. They're counting on those people to spread the doom and gloom so that people get disenfranchised and don't vote. We need absolutely every single Conservative vote that we can get.
So the campaign to the next election has already begun. And you just have to ask yourself, am I doing my part? And that's the great thing about NP Nation is ready to freaking go. Especially all the messages we've seen tonight. Ready to go. Let's get her done. Let's get on with it. So you already know what you need to do. We've already given you all the tools, and we've told you what we think needs to be done. Get out there, get involved.
And we'll continue to give you the news and the tools and the information that you need to know to help make Canada better.
And the more you get out to an EDA event, the more likely you might see us, because
especially if it's in Ontario.
Well, and but we're doing a remote one out for BC, so that's coming up
in the new year. Yeah.
So even if you're in a remote part of Canada that it's harder for us to get to, we can still do, you know, a remote appearance at EDA events. That is no problem at all.
We have the technology.
We have the technology. So anyway, that's the road for 2026. That's the agenda. The agenda is fight like hell for Canada. And if you need any more motivation, just listen to the song, because that is literally our game plan for 2026. So anyway, let's get back to some more of the comments, and then we'll finish it up.
Sure. Let me see here. Next one is from Libby T. It says, my favorite moment was on October 3rd. Sat with Ryan and Tanya and Vincent at the volunteer appreciation get-together that also met and had pictures taken with Pierre. Yes, I remember. That was so much fun. Vincent was not 100% happy to be there, but he was okay in the end. I think he was just hungry.
Probably. He was hangry.
He was angry. That's right. And John Molnar says, can't pinpoint one. There's many great moments. You guys do a great job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And Bubble Avenue says, might have been 2024, but Larry Brock saying, yo, man, in committee still cracks me up.
That was that 20?
Yeah, it was 2024. Yeah.
Yo, man.
It's still hilarious.
Hot mic, yeah, that was great.
Laura JSB says that the 2025 highlight was Ryan at committee and the Stony Creek meetup in February. Yes, that was a lot of fun, and Marion planned that pretty much in its entirety. So thank you again to Marion. We're hoping to do some meetups this year, 2026, because we'll have Marion back, and we're hoping to have some fun.
We might even be out east at some point. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Joey Prefontaine says, I like the interview with that young lady that worked at Chris Dontremont's office. All the interview all the interviews, she was well-spoken, thoughtful, and I could hear her disappointment. Esther is a phenomenal young lady. She lost her aunt to a homicide, and she's been involved with the Conservative Party I think since she was like 14 or 15.
15, yeah.
And she's doing political science in school. I remember her telling me that. And, you know, she really believes in the Conservative platform. And
if that young lady refuses to give up and keep on fighting, anybody should be able to do the same. With what she's been through, and just...
And she's been to committee as well. She was called to, I believe it was the Status of Women Committee, to testify about her aunt's murder. And, you know, she's fighting for what she believes in. And I think we can all fight for what we believe in too.
Every bone, every muscle in her being is just chock full of integrity. I can't even tell you how much respect I have for her.
Terry Greer says, really like the destination flights with open bar. That's for Barnaby.
Gotcha. Barnaby, well, I need to chat after.
Don't fly the plane when you've been drinking. Care Bear Potter says, meeting you both at the Stony Creek Pierre Poilievre rally was so weak after being in the hospital the week before, but just had to see Pierre and you folks, plus Larry. Awesome. Thank you.
That was amazing.
And Glenn Stewart says, my favorite moment was the switch to live faces of Cypher and Fox. Believe it or not, that was actually last year. It's been 18 months now that we've been doing YouTube full time.
Yeah, almost a year and a half, exactly. So,
and you know, it was absolutely terrifying when all this was happening. I know I've talked about this before, but we really didn't know if we could, you know, sustain the household on a YouTuber's salary. And Ryan had said, you know, I need to stand up for what I believe in, and I was fully supportive behind it. And you know, we've just been able to grow this amazing community. Next one is from Good Karma. It says, so many great discussions, it's hard to choose. I love the one with former MP Rick Perkins, interesting, and the one with retired Lieutenant Colonel David Redman.
That was an excellent one too. Yeah,
they were both excellent conversations. Craftworks 0243 says, favorite 2025 moment when the committee gave hell to the longest ballot guy, all thanks to you at NP. That was,
I warn you, sir. That was great.
That was pretty satisfying. Houdinus Nan says, my favorite episode was watching Ryan at committee and his straightforward no.
Where is it? I have it here.
No.
I love it. Cindy I4W says, my favorite thing about the MP Lives is when I hear my name and you answer my question. I always feel reassured and calmer after listening to you guys every Sunday. That's great. Like, that just makes me so happy, because there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation and just junk information out there on the internet. And we try really, really hard to make sure that MP Nation is getting nothing but the truth.
Yep.
And, you know, we sometimes have people emailing us, especially lately with the pension thing. We've been getting a lot of emails about, I think it's the public service pension, right? That they are going to take $1 billion from because it's over cap. And I don't know if there's influencers out there saying that it's the CPP or what it is, but it's not. It's not CPP. They cannot touch CPP. It's in the law. Alternatively, they can touch this public service pension. It has to be above 125%. There's lots of legislation about it, but the good thing is the public service pension, not many Canadians are affected by it. It's the federal public service, which I think there's about 390,000 Canadians.
300,000.
300, okay,
300 some odd thousand.
I thought it was almost at 400,000. Point being, it's like 1% of the population.
I think so, less than, yeah.
So the vast majority of Canadians do not need to worry about this at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Spark Spice says, my favorite part from MP is watching them react to Don Davies' speech. I never get tired of that.
Oops.
And then the next day when you put it up, and I was like, did you bleep it? And you're like, no.
No, because everyone said not to.
How dare you?
Oh my goodness. This is from Mark O'Brien. It says, my top 2025 moment was seeing Ryan in committee. That was a big win for credibility.
That was awesome.
And Carol Riom says, can we still submit memories? Mine was the first time Ryan pronounced my last name properly.
It's probably because it was after we met you and you taught me how.
Bev Matters says, my favorite moment from this year was when Ryan got a phone call from Pierre after winning his riding in Alberta. Awesome.
That was a special one. Yeah.
That was, yeah, it really was. And Lean on Lymph says, the fact that I was able to access all your videos on my phone each time I was in the hospital this year. One of those visits may have been when Ryan got the Stenson.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we were
we were there keeping you company.
Yeah.
And I hope you're feeling better now.
Last one, and we won't take any more, so questions or memories are closed.
And this was from Sheba Kobe. It says, my favorite was the live stream with Don Davies roasting himself. It's hard to get home in time on a spare tire.
That was good. That was good.
I hope that spare tire comment is, I hope you're safe. I hope if you're driving that you're safe and everything's okay.
100%. All right. Let's get back to the administrative portion of this, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, so Glenn Stewart, member for 24 months. I'm a proud member of Northern Perspective and felt the honor of you. Thanks to MP. My 3 purring kids like the live streams. Love you all. Amazing.
Oh, you've got 3 too. That's awesome.
And we have Tobias Baumeister. Welcome to MP Supporter. Thank you very much. And Asia Snow for $14. If there's an election in 2026 and Pierre runs, do you think he'd use Our Home by Brett Kissel again? I really hope so.
I don't know, but it was a good song.
I have a feeling he probably would, because it's kind of like his walk-in song. I don't see why he'd change it. So I think it was a really good choice.
Mm-hmm.
And Mumblin May for $28. Thank you very much. Sending you guys some joy. Looking forward to seeing you guys in Calgary. Here's to Pierre for PM.
Absolutely.
Look out for us in Calgary, folks.
Ryan will be wearing his hat.
And Gordon Muir dropping 20 memberships. Thank you very, very much for that, Gordon. And I've seen everybody thanking the folks for getting memberships, so that's great. Muskoka Jay, welcome to NP Supporter. Thank you. Libby T for $5. I have been so mad at mainstream media with the way they nonstop attack on Pierre. They are really afraid of him winning. Yeah, it's getting disgusting.
Yeah, I think I kind of, like, I knew the mainstream media was always against conservatives, but it was very blatantly obvious when that comment about the RCMP was circulating for more than a week. Like, that was just like a blip on the radar. That shouldn't have been anything.
It's gross.
Yeah,
it's gross.
And the fact that they drew it out for over a week, like, that was a deliberate smear.
Rob K for $10. Thank you. I stood on guard as a member of Canadian Forces for 27 years and got the boot during COVID. Well, thank you for your service regardless, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'm proud to be a member of NP Nation. Here's to a great 2026 and a new Conservative majority.
Absolutely.
Love it. Love it. And the Nico Waffle, member for 9 months. There is so much to look forward to in 2026. There is so much to be grateful for. Miracles and everywhere around us. God bless Canada and NP Nation. There you go. That's what we love to see. Jenker for $2. $2 for 2 tails. Thank you. And Kristen May, member for 21 months. Thank you. Happy New Year. Thanks for all you both do. No stops in BC, specifically the Okanagan. Who knows? We don't have anything planned right now. But
Marion's still on mat leave, and she will plan an itinerary for us at some point.
Our plan is to get around Canada this year. That's the plan, because we want to make sure that we pull out as many Canadians and get involved as possible. That's our mission for this year. And Plus G-Force for $5. What if everybody wrote to the Libs saying they would never vote Liberal if they don't create recall legislation for floor crossers? I'm sure they would ignore you.
No, but you know what? It's good to do anyways.
That's not to say that you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, especially if your MP is Liberal. Even if you don't get a response, I can guarantee you, because I have heard from MPs and former MPs that not every letter may get a response, but they absolutely know about that letter.
And it will make them nervous.
Yeah. So if they get One letter, they might be able to brush it off and just be like, it's just
Yeah.
somebody who has an idea, right? If they get 5 letters, now they're kind of like, okay, that's significant. If they get 100 letters, 1,000 letters, 3,000 letters, like that is an eye opener.
So Carney may not introduce a bill, but you will make the Liberal caucus very, very nervous.
Right.
And that's always a good thing. And Lawrence Neal for $50. Thank you
very much.
so much. It's been a fascinating year. As my friend Mr. Spock is fond of saying, there are always possibilities. Let's pray for the possibility that the Liberals will do something right for Canada, like calling an election and letting the Conservatives win. I'll take that possibility. Thank you very
Let's
much.
hope. Yeah.
Legion 14 for $2. Eastern Roman Empire rebuilt and made a resurgence. They did. And then they were gone. I guess it depends on what era we're looking at. So if we're looking at the the rise of the Byzantine Empire, sure, I'm all over that. And this is $28. Thank you very, very much from Mark Degan. Hopefully I said your name properly. Thank you. The Immigrant Beaver for $5. PP should balance the budget, then do a $10,000 write-off like the USA, just imposed for overtime and tips. Put the money in the pockets for Canadians to spend. Well, regardless of what he does, I'm pretty sure that the intent is to put more money back in our pockets. So, pardon me, I'm talking a lot. Jake the Gamer for $14. It's crazy to think on January 23rd would be 20 years since Harper won the 2006 election. Remember, everybody, he lost the first one and won the second. I'm hoping history repeats itself.
As are we.
And we have Jake the Gamer, Richard McPhee, Celestine Montgomery. Welcome back to MP Supporter. Thank you very much. Drayden, member for 13 months, about an hour behind. Love the intro. A Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas, MP Nation.
Oh man, if you love the intro, then you'll really like the music video.
Yeah. Which maybe you're at this point. I don't know. Stephen C., member for 22 months. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and all NP Nation. Let's hope we get a spring Conservative government. Let's hope.
Let's hope so.
Kill Switch, member for 14 months. Happy New Year, NP Nation, and a big thank you to Ryan and Tony. Well, big thank you to you and everybody in NP Nation. Marsh B with $1.50. Super Kitty, thank you very much for that. Troy Briarski for $20. Perseverance, moral conviction, and fortitude. You two exemplify those attributes for Canada. All we can ask of ourselves is to demonstrate the same in our actions to fight for the Canada we want back. Happy New Year to all. Very well said, Troy.
Excellent. Thank you. And sorry, I'm not sure if you got this one. It was My Lady Loves Cats gifting 20 Northern Perspective memberships. Thank you so much.
Nope. YouTube hit it. And Sharon Hildebrand dropping 5 memberships. Thank you very, very much for that. And Sampus, well, my cold's coming out.
Okay, I'll read this one because I think it might have gotten skipped again by YouTube. This is from Killswitch519. It says, Happy New Year, MP Nation, and a big thank you to Ryan and Tanya.
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay. Twice as nice then.
Sanson Ram, member for 13 months. Well done, NP. Glad to see you embracing the fact that you are the media now. Context, it would take 10 shares of Chorus to buy 1 Timbit. I don't think that's a good news. Yeah, because Global News is not doing well. Not at all. And
Of course has a slide.
Used to work for Global News at one point. Well, not directly for Global News, but I supported them.
And thank you to Sharon Hildebrandt with 5 Northern Perspective memberships. Thank you so much.
And Ken Bowers dropping 10 memberships. Thank you. Autistic Avenger for $2. Happy New Year, and let's get a blue wave for 2026. Well said. Empress Janice, member for 12 months. Happy New Year, NP Nation, Tanya, Ryan, Vincent, Fur Family, and all you great members. Looking forward to seeing you in January at the Stampede. Yes. We will be keeping everybody apprised of that. Planning will start very shortly. Space Coyote for $5. Happy New Year, guys. Exceptional work this year. Also, Annette Gignac really wants you to take a bow. I'm not sure who that is, but I will do so. There you go. And My Lady Loves Cats for $20. Thank you. Oh my God, MP Nation, great job in bringing up the awesome memories from 2025. This community is awesome, aren't they?
Yes, that was really fun. I really like that.
That was neat.
Yeah. Good idea, dear.
Yeah. I have them once in a while. Ariel Sapphire for $10. I'm curious, is there any independent political coverage of the Liberals, such as with NP Nation comparatively?
I don't know. I know that the Liberals have admitted to paying influencers.
But
I don't think they do this. I don't really know if anybody does what we do.
I don't know. I guess, put it this way, I don't think the Liberals, let me put it this way. If the Liberals had anybody that were a political YouTube channel that were focused on informing Canadians of government, holding government to account, they'd probably be conservative.
I was going to say it would be a conservative channel, like us.
So that's just my guess. But in all seriousness, I'm not aware of any. Let me just put it that way. If there were, let's debate. But I don't know that there is. So. And Malay Loves Cats for $10. Such an awesome live stream so far. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gordon Meir, member for 20 months. Thank you for this year in live stream. You have restored my hope in Canada. Well, that's the goal. That is the goal. And it is up to all of us to restore that hope as well. So, let's see. YouTube just jumped around on me. There we go. And Mama Jen, member for 15 months. I'm crying too. Great job, Randy. Love your video. Thank you to all of you for everything you do. Amazing.
Yes, great job to Randy.
And
that was a phenomenal video.
For $2. Tony Ryan, MP Nation, good night and God bless. Thank you very much.
Good night. Thank you.
And Jessen Golinsky, member for 8 months, wishing a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of you. I've been there since the beginning of NP Nation and will be there till the very end. There you go.
Thank you.
Well, stick around. It'll be a
hopefully
while.
the end is not for a very, very long time.
Nope. Coco Donnie, member for 25 months. Happy New Year, NP Nation. 2025 was a disappointing year. 2026 promises to be better. Let's get it done. Amen to that. And Chris Van Bommel, good to see you for $20. Last year in Stony Creek, during the rally, was a highlight for me. The point where Pierre and Larry were talking about Larry putting criminals in jail, where I managed to time He Almost Got Me. And
yes! I remember that. It was amazing.
Because you hear somebody yell out, "He almost got me!"
And I guess it was Chris Van Bommel.
Yeah, and then Larry responded to him right there.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, he almost got me. And he timed it perfectly.
Yeah, you did.
it was a point. It was one of these needle threads where the crowd noise came down, and it was right before Larry was going to say something. So that moment was there.
Perfect.
So you can hear it
yeah.
on the rally if you go look at it.
If you go back on Pierre's channel and look at it, it's there. It's awesome. Good job, Chris.
And looks like we dropped 10 memberships, so yay us. And Knock Off for $5. What are the chances of that you have or can get a SVG file of the NP Nation logo? I would like to cricket out one for my truck and motorcycle. I think we have it, but
I don't have an SVG. Can I make one with the software I have? Maybe.
Email
Send us an email, yeah.
Email us. And Mosquito Speedway dropping 20 memberships. Thank you very, very much for that. Jessica Van Luke for $14. Should worship artists perform at the convention in January during this time when it comes to C9? I think it is necessary to do so. Could you give this idea to Ned and he could bring it to the CPC team? Just email your MP.
Yep.
If we think of it when we're talking to Ned next, we can bring it up. But I don't think it's a bad idea at all considering what's going on. But bring it up to them. My guess is a lot of that has already been planned out since we're about a month away. But who knows? You can feel free to email the MP, but we'll chat with Ned and see what's going on as well.
If we see him before the convention.
But good suggestion considering the climate right now with C9. So thank you, Jessica. Fickle Knot for $14. I love the interviewing with Sam Cooper. He is a Canadian hero and so thankful for his exposing the corruption that needs to get out of Canada. Yeah, people call us investigative journalists. No,
we're not journalists of any sort.
Sam Cooper.
He is the investigative journalist.
Like investigative journalist like her and Katerina that we interviewed before. Investigative journalists are ones that put themselves in danger. These are people that Sam has flown to Hong Kong. He's interviewed people in the Chinese triads. He's interviewed people in the diaspora over there. Katerina goes into drug lord
dens and stuff. Yeah.
And so, like,
those are
investigative journalists.
Yeah, 100%.
We always appreciate the compliment, but that is true investigative journalism, and our hats are off to the work that Katerina and Sam Cooper are doing all the time. And if you haven't checked out his work, he does amazing work over at the Bureau. And
it's one of the few newspapers that we actually subscribe to.
Yeah, we are actually subscribed to it because we believe in supporting his work. So, and Mosquito Speedway, member for 11 months. Let's all hope for a Conservative win in 2026.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Fickle Nut for $7. Love and gratitude for you, Ryan and Tanya and Vincent. Health and joy in 2026.
Thank
Absolutely.
You.
And Ari Aspire for $10. Just watch your montage of submissions from NP Nation. I'm brought to happy tears. Please post that separately sometime if possible. All the best to everyone for 2026. Yeah, we'll post them this week. We'll post one or two of those cut out for a day.
Yeah, because we want to post the music video, if you want to call it that, and then the montage. Yeah.
And Lady Loves Cats for $10. Happy New Year to all. And Ryan and Tanya, belly rubs to Pazuzu Pixel Proxy.
Absolutely.
And Fierce Philly, member for 20 months. Happy New Year. Thank you for everything you guys do to keep giving us hope. I hope to see you in the Yukon this coming summer. Wouldn't that be a lovely trip? There was
a park that we were looking at up there. I forget if it was Northwest Territories or if it was in the Yukon.
It was on the northern coast
of
Canada, and I forget
the name of it, but it looked gorgeous.
Long way to get up there, but it would be amazing just to get up there and be there. So would love to get up to the Yukon. So fingers crossed. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for sticking with us. No matter how long you have been a member of NP Nation, whether it's been 2 days or 2 years. But it's been about 3 years, almost 3 years since we've launched this channel. 3-year anniversary, I think, is going to be on January 17th. And thank you to everybody that has helped make this community what it is and make this channel what it is, because as we keep saying, we cannot do it without you. And for nothing else, we hope that the Conservatives get in power, that they can begin to restore this country of what it wants, what it can be, and that all of you out there, whether you're a current Conservative voter or a future Conservative voter, and you just don't know it yet, we wish all of you a very, very happy New Year and all the best in 2026 to you and your family, and we cannot wait to make this a better Canada.
Thank you, everybody, and have a great night.